Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Broadcast Avalanche, the topical panel show that I would host if I was on one, and I am, and I do. I am your host, Jonny Collins. I have brown hair, white skin, and look like someone who is ill-equipped to handle any temperature above 20 degrees Celsius, and that is also true. In the news this month, not gonna lie, it's been pretty quiet. I wish there was some kind of significant upcoming political event to talk about, but honestly, right now I haven't got a clue where to start. But something's happened. In this month, 500,000 child benefit payments were delayed after a technical issue at HMRC. The issue being that technically they didn't want to pay them. Nigel Farage has announced that was that this month? God, that feels ages ago. Nigel Farage has announced that he will in fact run for Parliament as a candidate for Reform UK in Clacton, and resumed leadership duties of the party, meaning we can now all forget the name of the other guy. I don't know, Alan something. Asian hornets have been reported to have survived a UK winter for the first time, which isn't the first time the Tories have been furious that anything from that continent has survived a UK winter. The Premier League football clubs have voted by 19-1 in favour of keeping VAR technology in their games, although after reviewing VAR, the one opposing vote was actually discounted. Look at me fucking making a football joke as if I know anything about it. Now you know how I feel whenever you cis male comedians joke about trans stuff. Rishi Sunak has been criticised for leaving the D-Day commemorations early to work on his election campaign. Although, to be fair, the extra time doesn't seem to have helped. Rishi Sunak did unveil the Conservative Party's election manifesto, which I've not read, but I'm 99% sure it's just a big caricature of Keir Starmer holding a brown sack with dollar signs on it and a speech bubble that just says, "They're my taxes now, Britain," while Rishi Sunak is handing out Werther's Originals to pensioners. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Keir Starmer has unveiled the Labour Party election manifesto, which I've also not read, but I'm 99% sure it's the same as the Tory one, but with just the word "not" scribbled over a bunch of the policies, except a big thumbs up next to the bit about continuing to supply weaponry to Israel. Yeah. A YouGov poll has shown, for the first time in history, Reform UK polling ahead of the Conservatives. I can't believe that a bunch of the right wing prefer the racist guy to the brown guy. Who saw that coming? And finally, several Conservative candidates and colleagues are facing investigation by the Gambling Commission over betting on the date of the general election, which, they probably knew on account of being a part of the party that decided when the election would be, and therefore having at least enough notice to bet on it. That'd be like me betting on what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, or Rishi Sunak betting on Labour to win the next general election. I honestly can't think of any other reason why he's tanking it this badly. Or whether I'm going to be wildly hungover on July the 5th. So, taking a leaf out of their book, I'm going to place a bet on one of our team captains to win the show tonight. I'm not going to tell you which one, but there will be signs when I give one of them 30 points for absolutely no reason at the end. And speaking of that, please welcome our team captains, Katie Mitchell, and tonight's winner, Laura MONMOTH. On Katie's team tonight, he was a Scouse, she was an Aussie. Could I make it any more obvious? It's JONO Murray and KATH MARVELLEY. Nearly mixed up the surnames there. That would have been funny to no one but me. And on Laura's team, we've got comedian, DJ, and speedrunner extraordinaire Ian Lane, and a man who happened to be free tonight when we had a late dropout, Stuart DUNLOP. Thanks for joining us, everyone. How are you doing, Katie? How have you been since the last month on us? Was it only a month ago? It feels like an eternity. How are you doing?
I'm all right. My spine's fallen apart, but otherwise good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing the show next week with you guys, heavily modified, so
oh yeah,
and spine safe for your pleasure.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. I think there's still a few tickets left. Although the chat command, I spelled tickets wrong. That's why I put ticklets. That's not how how that chat command works. There we are. I think there's still a few tickets for it, but it was selling quickly. So do get that booked if you have not already. Would you like? I haven't asked you to describe your appearance yet. Do you want to do that for the sake of you want to see tonight?
I was recently very pink and have put on concealer so I can be a white woman with big goth makeup but small goth hair because it's too warm. I have braided it into a small braid on my head, but it's too dark to see all of my delicate braiding. And I've got carabiner earrings on that I made myself because I'm a lesbian.
Amazing. Thanks so much for that. It is far too hot. That is why I've not bothered putting makeup on today. And also because I fell asleep at 8 p.m. yesterday, so I didn't do any writing until today. So I was focusing on that rather than making myself look pretty, and I hope it shows.
That's an astonishingly early bedtime that I envy you for.
I mean, it's largely because the night before I got like 2 hours sleep, so I got back and I was like, oh, I'm going to do all this work, and I just passed out.
The coward's way out.
Yeah, fun times. Also, Kirsty has clarified there are 6 tickets left for Katie Mitchell and Eddie French's preview on Monday, so do go ahead and book that if you have not done already.
Sure.
Apart from that, have you got anything else, any other projects or anything coming up that you'd like to share with the lovely people?
Yeah,
And the not lovely people
I'm
who might also be in the chat, I don't want to assume.
I'm doing 3 Wretched Previews, which is my much beleaguered second official show. That was my most physical show, and I had a spinal injury and had to change. And then it's going to be on the shelf for a bit, but I am doing screenwriting. I'm going to have a podcast coming out in a couple of months.
Oh, awesome.
About the 1980s ITV Sherlock Holmes, starring Jeremy Brett.
Oh, incredible.
It's called Natural Enemy of the Monkey. I don't know. I've like secured the social media handles and whatnot, but there's nothing on them yet because it's not been released yet. So this is like a get hype for it, and then remember there's a link in like a month. There's that.
It's fine. Not enough people watch this to leak that. We're fine.
And other than that, yeah, I'm just my agent has been trying to get me to do script writing for ages, and she's like, "Yay, you've had a spinal injury. Now you can write scripts." So look, I got Save the Cat right here.
Hey.
Not read much of it. I've got as far as, here is how you write the first sentence of a screenplay, and I'm like, well, that'll do.
I can wing the rest of it.
Yeah, and that's 90% of pitching. I can work it all out later.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need a really good first sentence. After that, it's fine. The rest of it doesn't matter. Everyone switches off by then. Cool, that sounds like really exciting stuff. So yeah, do go book tickets to the preview they're doing in Manchester if you live in Manchester. If you don't, I mean, you can still book, but might not be worth it. Depending on how far you're travelling, especially as I'm sure she will be doing some previews close to where you are. But if you're in Manchester, there's a few left, so do go and book them. They are free to book, but they are very limited, so do make sure you book them if you want to attend, as we might not be able to let people in on the door. Thanks very much for joining the show, Katie. I'm also joined by, I think second time team captain, but frequenter of the show, Laura MONMOTH. Laura, how are you doing?
Okay, thank you very much, Jonny.
Fantastic. I'm going to need to
Thanks
ask.
for having me back again after last
I appreciate
time.
it. Thank you so much. I don't remember what happened last time, but I feel like I need to ask you to explain not only your appearance but your backdrop as well.
Yeah. So sorry. So I'm currently with long hair, which really needs brushing. It's like dirty blonde, but that's because it needs washing. The usual glasses are on. Light makeup. Currently wearing a t-shirt. Actually, I'm wearing a t-shirt which says I was on Family Fortunes. Despite the fact I've never been on Family Fortunes and never will be. It was a lovely gift from a wonderful human being. And I'm currently in front of Mr. Blobby, very, very angry, saying ticklets.
Ticklets is not a chat command. Do not put that command. Yeah, I'm going to have to make something for it now. Although if I open Firefox, I may drop like 20% of the frames again, like happened just before we started. So we'll see. Brilliant. What else do I usually ask? Oh yeah, so have you got any projects or stuff you would like to share with lovely people here tonight?
As always, I stream on Twitch, and I've kind of delved now into watching a lot of classic television. I wasn't doing it for a long time, but just I'll play some retro games. I'll do some speed running, but it's easier just to watch it and be sarcastic about it. And I enjoy it. It just means I'm streaming more, so my entire life is still spent on Twitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's absolutely fine. Also, thank you to all the first-time chatters who I'm 90% sure have come from even Laura or Ian streams. So thank you very much for joining us. Apologies.
I don't recognise any of these names.
Okay, so I'm assuming all was hello, Sagebert, and was it Maid in the Sweatshop earlier, who I really enjoyed your name when I noticed you'd followed us. So
I should also point out I've also got a podcast coming out soon, which I've not told anybody about.
Oh, okay.
No, it's about how much I hate the ITV drama Sherlock Holmes, starring Jeremy Brett. I haven't decided on a title for it yet. Something about monkeys, I'm sure.
Are you going to guest on each other's podcast? Because I would enjoy that very much.
I'm up for that.
We'll talk.
Incredible.
Laura, you do realise you've got nothing to speak about in round 4 now.
I'm sure she'll figure something else. Brilliant. Well, thanks very much for coming on the show. We're also joined by, I don't remember when you were last on, but we're joined by a lovely favourite of the show, Jono Murray. Jono, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm all good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'd like to describe your appearance, and more importantly, can you showcase your dog that Kirsty couldn't cut out of the promotion image? So now we have to have the dog, otherwise we're false advertising.
Buffy!
Dog.
Buffy!
Dog.
So she's called Buffy because I don't like vampires. So, if the vampires come in the form of children, we're going to rescue the XL bully.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, come on, Buffy! Anyway, I look like...
I'm sure we'll see him later.
She's on her way.
We'll see her later,
I look like a middle-aged dad going through an identity crisis, wearing Hawaiian shirts, watching Scarface on repeat, trying to emulate what Tony Montana was bringing to the screen. That's it. That's what I look like with it. Buffy! Buffy! Buffy, we're going to get told off, come on!
I'm always surprised you managed to derail the show this early on, even though it happens basically every month.
Yes.
Here she is.
Come on, son. There she is.
Yes, she is.
There's the dog. If you come back in a bit, if any of you tell me that there might be vampires in the room, I'll call them back.
Fantastic. Okay, well, hopefully there won't be any vampires in the room. Or hopefully there will be some dog. So, apart from being a middle-aged dad, having an identity crisis, and having a dog, is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Anything else you'd like to point people towards tonight?
My band's got a new EP coming out. Hopefully around August time.
Sweet.
Called Necropolis. That's Austerity Dogs. And I've got a play coming out.
Oh,
it's meant to be October, but it might not be, just because theatre is full of yes people. It's not funny.
Is it anything to do with the 1980s adaptation of Sherlock for ITV?
Yes, it is. It's about a family.
Tenacious Steve, thanks for the follow as well.
So the plot is just, it's like if Ken Loach made an alien invasion movie. It's a family in a council house having like a last supper.
That does sound very cool.
Descendant, and part of the thing they can talk about in the last conversation is how much they hate the 1980s Sherlock Holmes.
I'm not going to invite any of you on. And you're not invited to my birthday party.
I'm assuming it's 80s Sherlock Holmes themed, is that why?
That sounds incredible. Ken Loach just War of the Worlds. I'm up for that. Absolutely, that sounds fucking amazing. Well, brilliant. So your band links are in the chat. Also, message me after the stream, and if you want, we've been doing a few. As a few of the regulars will know, we do a few live listen-alongs for new albums and stuff from cool artists. So if you would like to guest on that, and we can go through the new EP, either on the day of or like slightly before it launches, if you're happy to do that, that would be we'd really love to host you. But yeah, those streams have been a lot of fun. So yeah, and we've not got a link to that play that you just mentioned because you ambushed me with that. You didn't send it to me in advance, and now you're breaking the whole illusion that this was spontaneous yet prepared.
It's full of theatre people. That's what it is. It's just they keep telling me it's going to be out, and then they go, "Oh, actually, it's going to be another month."
So they
whenever Whenever they've decided it's not up to me, I've roasted, I've done the pass.
Yeah. Whenever they actually know how the internet works and get a link. Cool, that sounds good. Fab, thanks very much for coming on the show. We're joined once again by Ian Lane for the second time in 2 months, given I think you were a last-minute replacement on the last stream, so lovely to see you again. We just have, like, the same 12 people on this show now. No one does online gigs anymore. It's the same faces.
Yeah, it's like the spirit of Mock the Week lives on, isn't it? Like, you know.
Yeah, but we've...
Only 2 new guests allowed each week maximum.
Yeah, but all of our regular team captains are assigned female, so we can...
That's true.
So slight difference. Would you like to describe your appearance for the sake of anyone here today?
No, but I will.
I was going to say, would you like this is part of the agreement.
So the face of Mark Ruffalo, the attire of Louis C.K.
I'm glad it's still on.
Now, see here.
Hey.
Now, CK.
Half of my room is blue. The other half is brown. It doesn't really matter which. And there's a poster of Jimi Hendrix and Burial and the Cinematic Orchestra and Vic Chestnut and that's the Knife in the middle as well, but they're not actually listed on there. Anyway, about 3 of those artists I like.
Are you going to tell us which 3, or is that for us to guess?
No, they can all guess in chat, and we'll discuss later on.
Fab. Okay, cool. If I remember to do that, I will. I was also going to put Tickless as a chat command, but realised I'm using the 25 that I'm allowed on the free version of MooBot, and I can't be bothered to pay for the premium one, so we're not going to do that. Cool. Well, would you like to... so you do a bit of streaming yourself. You want to tell us about a few other projects you got on in the works, or any shows you want to push people towards?
Yeah. There's the RB Sides, my new music review channel. It's entirely based around reviewing remix albums and EPs and remixers. We had a Rick Mail video the other day.
That was very good. I recommend that a lot. Yep.
Very popular remixer. And they're kind of like, if you've ever seen Todd in the Shadows and thought, well, I like that, but I'd rather he wasn't talking about pop music and you could see his face. I can offer you those 2 things, but nothing else. But yeah, working on a video about Boards of Canada at the moment. Also, I no longer do stand-up comedy. I now do DJing at stand-up gigs. Yeah, that's it now. I go on stage with my Flex 4 from Pioneer, and I just play music at people, and that is now my act. So
that sounds incredible.
If you want to see that, come to any open mic night in London.
Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, definitely give our B-Sides a subscribe. The Rick Barrel video was especially good. I enjoyed that a lot when it came out. I'm surprised I didn't just send you that link immediately, Kirsty, to be fair, because I know that's an interest of yours. But yeah, definitely go check that out. Thanks very much for coming on the show. We're also joined by KATH MARVELLEY, another regular show. KATH, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been warm for a few days, so I'm barefoot and I'm loving it.
Fantastic. Yeah. I was going to say you're probably used to a slightly warmer climate than the rest of us are. So you're not quite as angry at everything than we are.
No, I'm just happy. Just
happy. That's good. I'm glad.
That's the reason why we're angry.
Yeah. That's everything else is great.
All the Australians are finally happy.
Barefoot is legal, says More3193. Also, I just realised I had the title for this stream wrong, Farage, so I've corrected that now. Apologies, everyone who clicked on.
I was going to say that, but I thought I haven't cleared my cookies since the Blitz, so I thought it might just be my computer.
Oh, okay. No, it's me. I forgot to update it. So apologies, anyone who was expecting anyone who's expecting David Stania, but the VOD for that is still up if you want to watch. Fab, cool. You focus on your Facebook anyway, but thank you. Oh, good. I'm very glad to hear that. Did I ask you to describe your appearance yet? I don't think I did. Can you do that?
No, you haven't.
Cool.
I just saw someone wrote barefoot is legal in the chat, so that's good. I'm glad I'm not breaking any laws.
Yeah. You've not just doxed yourself to the police.
17. I was watching this, lad.
Because it's warm and tomorrow it's predicted to rain again in Manchester, I'm dressed to celebrate the last day of summer. I think it might be it. So I've got my blue and pink Hawaiian shirt on again. I've got some pink zinc cream. Those of you who've listened before, you might remember I have blonde brown hair. Today it's pulled back. I've got dark eyebrows, pale skin, pale white skin, I should say. I did a pink lipstick, but I think it's gone on my cocktail straw, which I'll explain in a moment. I've got pink zinc cream, pink earrings with birds, and I've got a drink in a strawberry cocktail. So I am party.
I
Last day of summer.
That's good. I don't have a strawberry cocktail. I do have some raspberry vodka and some very flat lemonade that's been in the fridge for like 3 weeks. So I'm very much also in the party spirit.
Kath, can I just say I love the way that your Zoom filter there blurred out the straw on your drink as if it was somehow too phallic to be shown.
Yeah, it's gone.
Kath came in to drink strawberries and win games. Has been in the sweatshop, absolutely. Except I've got money on Laura to win, so she's not. But have you got any shows or anything coming up you'd like to share with? I don't think I've got any links from you, but do you want to tell us anyway, and then I'll hastily scramble something together.
Yeah, I think I shared some links earlier, but I'm not organised enough. We've got an upcoming podcast called Who Won? Oz versus the UK. So you can follow that. There's going to be debates every week and an objective arbitrator, as in another comedian guest who's going to give us a feedback on who won, because we can't decide it between ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's with myself and Drew Miles, or used to be Righteous Line. And, Women in Comedy Festival. So the shows there, I'd like to promote all-female improv troupes. So I'm in one called the Scenic View Improv. So we're doing the Armando American style one, but there's also Jens and Friends. So come support. This is, I think, the second year they've had female improv. Yeah. So come along. Female improv in the Women in Comedy Festival Manchester in October. So look out for that. They're the main things.
Fantastic. I'm glad they finally lifted the ban on female improv in 2023. That's lovely to
Always wanted to give it a go.
Yeah, you just weren't allowed.
And I should also plug Improv on Demand, who may or may not be in Edinburgh. We shall see. Another improv team.
Fab. Well, if you've got links to them, send them to me in the Zoom chat and I'll add them to the chat command. But I have got your Facebook, Instagram, and I've also got YouTube, which I don't think you've uploaded to in 3 years, but I've got it on there anyway. So if you want to see some 3-year-old sketches, you can do that. But yeah, presumably we're posting updates on your Facebook and Instagram, so go follow Kath if you're not already, although if you are regular to the show, you probably are, because again, we everyone here has been on the show a lot, so you probably know us like too well at the minute. Thanks very much for coming on the show, and last but not least, we've got Stuart, who joined us very last minute, and I'm very grateful to, and is very good, and apologies for using you as a cheap joke to make you seem less competent than Ian Lane. I don't really believe that. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, it's fine. I never have anything to do on a Monday. It's all good. I'm in Garfield.
Incredible stuff. Would you like to describe your appearance for us, please?
Yes, if you'd like. So, short brown hair, actually got it cut this time. Short brown hair, white skin, goatee, currently wearing a Hawaiian shirt. The top
Everyone's
says
wearing Hawaiian shirts tonight.
I know, that's it. The top says Tory candidate, the bottom says pirate rebel. Or wannabe pirate rebel at least. And have been out pretty regularly over the weekend, and I can say that my current skin tone is at Benidorm level 4. So we'll keep you updated as it goes.
Fantastic. Thanks very much. I also realised I forgot to put your chat command in, so I'm going to go do that now. Brilliant. Well, you got? I know you've got other things. What links did you send me that I've put in the chat command so I can put them in without it seeming random?
You have sent. Well, I see my Instagram, which I'll get to in a second. I will start by plugging the podcast that I do. I have a podcast that I write and produce. I got a cool little graphic here. Kyo and Maxi's Adventures in Everything. Look for This Little Planet. If you go to Kyo and Maxi on Spotify, SoundCloud, etc., you'll find it. Although with the current price hikes in Spotify, I kind of want to stick to the man basically and say you don't have to listen to it on Spotify. I upload on Buzzsprout, which I've put the link to in the comments there. You can just get the RSS feed and listen to it there without needing to pay over the odds for Spotify. It's a great show. I will plug and say that the latest episode that came out last month features a guest voice by Elliot Simpson. I know is a big Blizzard person. It's a great sci-fi show. It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but a little bit gayer and a little bit sillier, which is ideal. But yeah, I do that. I'm also the host of the Alternative Cobra Meeting Comedy Quiz, which is on Facebook at the moment. We are planning on moving it soon, so watch this space. But it is going to be our election special right after Blizzard's.
Yes.
We're doing it on the election night. The 4th of July, just through circumstances. So we're going to be doing that. It's a great basic pub quiz with comedians. Very strange, very bizarre. Hopefully will be a lot of fun on election night. We can all just pretend that the nightmare isn't actually happening. All the joy isn't actually happening. You never know. Alternatively as well, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Stuart.Dunlop184. I have a few other things that I'm working on. I do improv in various areas of Sheffield, so look out for that. And I am also going to be in a stage production of Treasure Island in late September this year. And so I'm getting into the spirit. And I say I haven't got anything to do. I've actually skipped a rehearsal to do this tonight.
Now I feel
with their permission. On the grounds that I plugged the show. So, Treasure Island is happening late September. It'll be on my feed. It'll be on my feed. So check that out.
Can you say who you're playing? So I want to imagine you.
I'm not playing a major role. I'm playing a character called Tom. I get quite a bit to do though. I've got a little bit of an arc. They sort of wrote more stuff for me that's in the book. So I've got my own little sub arc, which is quite nice. You know, I get to, and I also am the guy who gets to scream "Land Ho," which I'm very, very excited about. That's like, yeah, no, fulfilling everyone's fantasy when you see that show.
Yeah,
so.
no, that sounds fucking amazing. I assume you've not got like a link for that yet, but yeah, do let us know.
No, as I said, it will be on my feed.
And presumably that's in Sheffield, or.
That's in Sheffield. Cool. Yeah, I'll name the group. We're the Midland Players. So if you look on Facebook and Instagram, you'll find Midland Players, and they'll have more details later down the line. I think tickets will open in August. So yeah, just keep an eye out.
Cool. Well, we have shows in August, so we'll plug them then. Also, in the social ask why everyone is so northern, or maybe I'm just too southern. I think there's only. Is it just Stuart and Jono? I think everyone. I'm from London originally.
And
Laura,
and
Katie, and Midlands.
Kath's
from Australia. So
yeah,
I'm Nottingham. I know I'm not like northern, but
you're on the level with me.
Considered south.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people who meet me for the first time think I'm southern. So you know, like
you do sound very southern. So
I grew up about 10 miles from where Jono grew up. So
Get your fuck.
I'm from the Wirral, Jono. I'm from the Wirral.
The Wirral? The Peninsula. The Peninsula. Sorry.
It was a Labour stronghold, I'll have you know. Not that that's a good thing anyway, but still.
Local wars
nothing.
breaking out.
Also, I don't think any of us can get more southern than KATH is.
yeah.
Very true. Very
yeah,
true.
we haven't yet got any acts from the South Pole on, so
No, I'm bringing the southern bias.
It's arguing about our like 20-mile differences when KATH is from the other side of the world.
Yeah, like we are definitely within fairly not that many square miles. Can't bother to work it out. Anyway, that's everyone introduced. What a compelling start to the show. Let's crack on with the actual rounds, I guess.
Geography.
Good. We're only 7 minutes behind. This is great, and only 3 of them were spent arguing about whether some of us were northern or not. Right. Our first round is called Actual Real News That Definitely Happened. No, it isn't. It's called Fake News. I lied to you. Watch out for that. That's what this round is all about. Each team will be given 3 headlines from the past month. 2 of them are real, 1 of them is fake, and they will have to identify the fake one. So we are going to start with Katie's team. Your 3 headlines, which I will try and remember to put in the Zoom chat so you can actually see them, are Baldur's Gate 3 player completes game as a wheel of cheese. Luxury penthouse in Manchester named after Friedrich Engels, and The Sun misprints which number wife Rupert Murdoch is on in article covering wedding.
Could these
We're
be
in a...
Yeah, I'm going to put them now.
We're in a unique situation where I know the right answer to this. So shall we set a time to dick about and then right, if we can just have a countdown timer. The number of wives that Rupert Murdoch is fun. Surely he can't be getting married. Is that why Labour are going to win? It's just because Rupert Murdoch is too busy to contest it because he's getting married.
Finding the wedding takes a lot out of people, I believe.
Yeah. Another example of Rishi Sunak throwing it. It's like, no. Rupert Murdoch, like, I've booked the annual leave, so no. Make your own smear campaigns.
Maybe he's redecorating, but not in John Lewis. Maybe he's being forced to redecorate his house. It's too much chaos.
What's Baldur's Gate 3? What is that?
Oh, it's a video game.
Yeah.
It's the third one.
I know. Is it like Elden Ring and that?
It's like D&D. Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh!
Dragons. But
so it is
the video game
form could be a wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought that was obvious. The fake one I thought how can cheese be sentient. But what do I know?
Did you think Baldur's Gate 3 was a sport?
I don't know what it was. I'm too busy shouting at people to play games.
Yeah.
So
everyone's still playing the first football. When are we going to move on to the sequel?
Where's football?
Where's football 2?
I feel like a wheel of cheese would melt under those circumstances, though. So I'm suspicious.
Luxury.
Who is Boulder?
Named after.
Who is he?
He's a Nordic god who got killed by mistletoe. I don't know what he has to do with. I've not played Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but what's going on with this like fencing wherever he lives, where you've got to do 3 of them?
How'd you get killed by mistletoe?
He was allergic to it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're allergic to mistletoe.
Hang on, we talk about real life or Dungeons and Dragons here?
Norse mythology. We've gone
Trick
really
question.
deep. No, his mum was like went and talked to all of the animals and beasts and peoples and plants of the world and was like, "Could you not kill my son? I like him." And mistletoe was like, "No." And then like 1,000 years later, Loki finds out about it and tricks someone else into doing a mistletoe dart.
That's mad. That's the way you've got a trilogy based on that, isn't it?
I love that Jono's really leading into middle-aged dad who doesn't know anything about.
I'm enjoying the fact that the game is called Baldur's Gate and he's concentrating on a fence.
What's a gate? Do you know what I mean? A gate connects.
Well, it could just be a gate there with some nice privet hedges around it.
Is it Baldur's Scandal? Like we've got, Watergate, there's Gamblegate at the moment.
Exactly,
Baldergate.
There we go. Oh my God, it's the 3rd scandal because this mistletoe just keeps popping up. Yeah. I'm glad I got to the bottom of that though. Kate, what's the real headline?
Right, I'm over this.
I like how Jono managed to fill out that time without even trying. It's like
Jonny,
Katie's like, I know the answer, and it's like Jono's like, no, you don't.
Jonny, do you want the right answers
you
now?
right,
or shall we continue?
If you feel you've exhausted the Baldur's Gate 3 banter, we can move on to the right answer. That's fine.
I don't know, Kath, do you have any opinions on this? I don't want to.
I just feel like you can't name a penthouse after Ingalls. I feel like something's gone horribly wrong.
Something would have to go horribly wrong with society for that to happen, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? I don't think
for that to happen.
It feels like they're more likely to mess up Murdoch, I hope. But I got entirely distracted by cheese the first time it was. I love cheese. So I don't really have an opinion at this point.
I think the correct answers, as I've seen them, was it Vaush who did the Baldur's Gate 3 as a wheel of cheese, and he had like 1 hit point and you could only like roll into things. And there is a luxury penthouse in Manchester named after Engels. I saw both of those. I'm going to stake the team on my memory of seeing these things recently. I've definitely seen the video of the Wheel of Cheese. And the Engels thing is just hopelessly grim, isn't it? But
So you're going with the Sun as the fake one?
the Sun is the fake one.
Yeah, you're correct. Not for the first time the Sun has a fake news headline. See how much easier
ice cream as a reward.
Yeah. See how much easier this game is when you actually like read the news.
I've done no other prep.
Yes, a gamer did complete Baldur's Gate 3, although to be honest, you knew more about it than I did. I just read the headlines. I'm part of the problem. He did complete Baldur's Gate 3 as a Wheel of Cheese. He wasn't playing as a Wheel of Cheese on the game, it's just he himself became one. That's the latest speedrunning category for Baldur's Gate 3. A luxury penthouse in Manchester has been named after Engels. Obviously, the local right wing aren't happy about this, not because of his politics or anything, just because he sounds foreign. But no, the Sun did not misprint. Also, like, Adam Smith is a much worse name for a penthouse. But no, the Sun did not misprint which wife Rupert Murdoch was on an article an article covering his wedding. But if they did, it was probably the fault of Liverpool fans. So 3 points to Katie's team, and then next we've got Laura's team. Just a reminder, I am betting you to win this. So between you and me, all of these are fake. So just guess whichever, and I'll give you a point. Your 3 headlines are. For clarity, they're not. Please still play the game. Your 3 headlines are: Kendrick Lamar plays Drake diss track "Not Like Us" 5 times at LA concert. Man hospitalized after attempting to be the world's first person to snort cocaine through the new King Charles banknotes. And photographer disqualified from AI image contest after winning with real photo. Just double checking out. Yeah, I did remember to change the headlines on OBS. Otherwise, that's why I was just reading out the wrong ones.
I'm disappointed in that. Like, you've got the formatting right for all of these this time round, Jonny. But
did I? Okay.
But the other team, you decided not to keep the formatting consistent. And I thought you said we'd won.
I mean, yeah, you have.
That's what we win.
Yeah, 3 points to Laura's team now. Let's play the game.
we win better proofreading. Is that what?
Would you be able to put these into our chat?
Yeah. I'm putting them in now. Yeah.
No, my issue is I've read no news this month.
That's why you're in such a good mood.
Knowing that I would be team captain, I gave myself a slight disadvantage intentionally because I thought I like a challenge.
To be honest, I don't think it's the Kendrick Lamar one because there's no way he'd play it 5 times maximum. He'd just keep on going.
Just let it run throughout the rest of the night, like Duke said. And just everyone stay. It gets good in a bit, I swear.
Remember, there was that The Cure years ago did a concert where they were supposed
The Cure
to be.
Diss Drake?
No, yes, they did. They said fuck Robert Palmer and fuck Drake's pedo nature. No, it was because they do you remember
step up from his Morrissey hate, isn't it, old Robert Smith? But
yeah, it's true. But no, because they had to. They were doing a Forest. They were told by what did you call it? Robert Palmer. They had one more track left. They were really heavy, and so The Cure just did like a 15-minute version of the Forest to end it. Nice. And I feel like that's what Kendrick is probably still doing now. He's just like, right, the concert people have just said you've got one more track. So he's just done the world's longest mashup of Drake diss tracks.
And of course, the fact that he's doing that means that Paul McCartney doing his world record for the longest Hey Jude has to continue.
He's done it so long that everyone named Jude in the world has now been named as a result of that track.
Every single one has turned their head up and gone, what? I must say, when I'm looking at these headlines, though, the very first thing that came into my head was, imagine showing these to someone 5 years ago.
Well, I mean, Kendrick Lamar and Drake were a thing, so, that's not really, around the possibility. And the fact that 5 years ago, I mean, we never really thought that there'd be a King Charles, admittedly.
I mean, no one ever thought the Queen was mortal, let's be fair. She'd outlast us all.
I think if you showed these to people 5 years ago, they'd be like, wow, what a futuristic font. Like, I mean, who knew it would be so dated by this point? But, man hospitalised after attempting to be the first person to snort cocaine from the new King Charles Bank.
Can we just leave? Can we just leave the words Charles and banknotes out of this? So it's just a man attempting to be the first person to snort cocaine
through the new king.
Through his crown. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, but I'm sure there's a device you could use.
I was about to do a very distasteful bowel cancer joke there, but I've decided not to. You're welcome.
Well, allow me then, in that case.
That's what the guest is for.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm thinking that's probably true, but I do think that attempt is the key word there. I think the second that those were minted, one of the people working in the mints just took one aside and just went, go on, why not? Like, I just don't envision that being something that it would take that long for someone to try, you know.
I suppose you are more likely to be able to afford coke if you work in the Treasury.
Now that is a grotesque assumption that you're making there as well. Like, you know, I mean, there's got to be some stuff left after all the heroin first. The photographer disqualified from AI.
I think that stands a chance. Except, like, I'd have heard about that, and I'd remember because I'd remember a story about somebody having their 7 fingers caught in the till.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done that.
They just got their weirdest looking friend. Twist it. Just put someone who's double jointed that can make it look like they've only got like 3 stumpy fingers. Just like, do that thing you do. Do that thing you do. Next to this duck with a weird colouring. Do that.
No, honestly, I used to work in WH Smith's many years ago, and seriously, some days we really phoned it in. You know, like, that could have been me.
I know that the first one's true.
Yeah.
The Kendrick Lamar one is true. The when was the King Charles Bank notes released?
This month.
It was this month.
Yes.
Oh, you swine! I caught you out on a technicality then.
And when was AI created?
This month. Nothing. There wasn't any
that's
before.
why I'm suddenly out of a job.
I'm torn between the two.
When was
and I see
cocaine
them
released as made in a sweatshop?
When was Drake born?
This month. It was a pretty harsh diss track, to be honest. He's like days old.
Time for the song to be played 5 times.
Right, it can't be the cocaine one, can it? It can't. Because
no, I really want it to be, but like, I imagine he was.
I'm thinking it's the
he was
AI
hospitalised for
one,
COVID, I reckon. So
yeah, I'm thinking the AI one.
For snorting COVID through the new banknote.
Yeah.
If it is true, I demand. If the AI one is true, I demand to see the winning this disqualified photo in the chat.
And if it is the cocaine one, I want to see a photo of that man's bloody nose. In the feed.
So are you saying the cocaine one is the fake one?
No,
yes.
the AI one.
Sorry.
Okay.
Right.
No, but because it like my logic, and I am basing this logic entirely on the fact that Johnny's already promised us 30 points at the end, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Is that how would you know? How would you know? Going to be the first person? They're not going to be the first person to get one through. Like unless it's a Daily Star story. It's a Daily Star story, isn't it, Johnny? You picked up the bloody Daily Star.
You say I've picked up as if I don't get all of these online. I'm not reading a newspaper.
To be fair, they are short of tabloids in Liverpool, so you know, like.
I reckon it's the AI one, but if my team want to overrule me, they can. I agree with you. In which case, okay, AI then.
Okay, you are incorrect. It was the cocaine one that was fake. But
see the picture.
But I've got money riding on this.
It was amazing. I knew this one as well. It's really good.
Oh wow, you really knew this one. Yes, Kendrick Lamar did play his Drake diss track, Not Like Us, 5 times at an LA concert. To be fair, that song is so huge now, but I'm surprised the audience let him play literally anything else. And a photographer has been disqualified from an AI image contest after suspicions rose that he won with a real photo. These photographers say ruining the integrity of AI-generated art by just waltzing into the scene with their cameras. What's next? Politicians writing their own campaign leaflets? No, a man was not hospitalized for attempting to be the first person to snort cocaine through the new King Charles banknotes. He was, however, kicked out of Sam Smith's pub that he was in, not for doing coke, because he didn't like him snorting anything off the image of a man's face and thought it was a little bit gay. So to keep up the illusion of fairness, you're on 0 points, but don't worry, I've got you by the end. So at the minute, Katie's team on 3 points and Laura's team are on 0.
Plus 30.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Our next round is it's more believable if he doesn't like you walking the whole thing. We can cut all these bits
chose to
out.
say it up front.
We need
we can
to
call this out,
stage the
no one's
illusion of
listening.
the incredible come from behind victory. That's what we're going to be doing.
Not the first time I've heard that phrase.
Andrew
Nice.
just tried to put
That's the first time I've heard the phrase victory, I'll tell you.
do you know what, Andrew? I think I'm just going to make you a mod so you can put links in. Bear with me. I was just see you trying.
Ian Lane, as a Worms player, I know that you've heard the word victory many times because it always comes up.
No,
If I
it's
can
in a
remember how
Yorkshire
to.
dialect, it doesn't count.
Find this photo.
Yeah, Andrew tried to put a link in, but I've not got links enabled for people who aren't mods, and now I've forgotten how to make people mods. I'm going to do that during the break.
Slash mod.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
Slash, it's just like,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
everybody's going to be a mod. The secret is out.
And a moment of silence, please, for the
While
crowning
we're
of the
doing
new
this.
mod.
who's gonna be the
Do I
first
do
one
so?
to
So that I'm going to sound like a proper
through,
boomer now. Do I
Andrew
need to
Taylor?
put the brackets around the name, or do I just put the name?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Does that
because
work?
it's-
Yeah,
I'll
there we
do
are.
it.
There we are. That works.
Yay.
Cool. Yeah, there we are. Cool. Okay, we're done.
Oh, cool. That was quick. All right,
Right, yeah.
lovely work,
Goodbye, everyone. There we
Johnny,
are.
I'm loving the fact that your fan just turned around to you there where you were in silence, as if to say, just say something. Just why are you talking?
Oh, I didn't even realise that was visible in the fucking thing. Incredible. Right, our next round is this just in. In this round, we give each team the first line of a new story, and they're going to carry it on line by line, person by person, until I tell them to stop. Why, you ask? Well, why do anything, really? Life is short. Everything is meaningless. If we start questioning things, why are we all even here? Leave me alone. But we're going to start with Katie's team. You've got 3 topics to choose from. You've got animals, finance, or pride. Discuss with your team now which one you'd like.
Ooh, I like animals more than gay people or money. What about you two?
No, I'm happy with animals. I'll try and get the dog back. Buffy! I don't know if she'll come up though. Buffy!
I'm waiting for Buffy to
There's
be
a
replaced by
vampire.
a big pile of cash. You have to do money.
The Joss Whedon approach.
No,
So I think you haven't swapped the teams around on the stream, Johnny.
No, I haven't yet. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. I got it up in studio mode and hadn't swapped it yet. There we are.
How about you, Kath? We've been betrayed by an animal, so if you want to do one of the others, then that's
What were the options?
Animals, finance, or pride.
Oh, gosh. Any of them's fine. We'll be fine.
Phil, should we go with animals then?
Yeah, sounds
Cool. Okay.
animals.
We'll go in team order then. So we'll start with Katie, then
Hello,
Jono,
Buffy.
then Kath, and I guess Buffy can go after Jono. Yeah, we'll go Katie, then Jono, then Kath, and loop it. So your first line is: a donkey who went missing 5 years ago has been caught on a camera roaming with a herd of wild elk.
And I do the next
Hang
one.
on, what order are we going in?
Katie, then Jono, then Kath. Do you want me to read that again?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
A donkey who went missing 5 years ago in California has been caught on camera roaming with a herd of wild elk.
Lewis Stevenson, the donkey, fell in with the wrong crowd after running away from home.
He didn't feel. Oh no, sorry, Jonny.
Oh, was it me or
Yeah. It's you,
Yeah,
Jonny.
sorry.
Right.
If you have something,
Oh,
KATH, we can go.
yeah.
We can go KATH then, Jono. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, KATH then.
The donkey, really felt like they fitted in apart from not having the horns.
Some considered this California's greatest achievement since Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No donkey had ever joined a gang of elk, and no donkey had ever been a fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers before, but Lewis was determined and he had a rocking sense of musical taste.
I'm struggling to follow this story.
Look, he's called Lewis. He ran away to join the elk and be a fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a heartwarming story.
Yeah, under the bridge though, donkey had an interesting day.
I've got nothing.
That's fine. We can.
Lost his way
No, to be fair, I'm not sure where you go from there either. That's fine.
from the city he loved.
I enjoyed that though. I'm going to give you 2 points for that one. If these end up being really short, we can do another one. If you don't all want to just die rather than do another one, we'll move on to Laura's team now. Your 3 topics you can choose from are corporate law, sport, or tech.
Corporate law.
Yeah,
It's a
why
very-
not? Corporate law. It seems like the one we can do the most tangents from because we won't know what we're talking about.
It also seems like the most masculine of the 3, so it's ideal.
Oh
for
yeah.
me.
Totally. Fuck the sport.
Okay, we'll start with Laura, then Stuart, then Ian, and Lupit. So your first line is
Wait. Yeah, just say that order again, please.
Laura, then Stuart, then Ian.
Thank you very much. Carry on.
Cool. I could have just put that in the chat as well, but I didn't. Your first line is McDonald's has lost the exclusive right to use the label Big Mac on chicken burgers in the European Union.
That's because we left the European Union, you swines.
Of course, they are able to use the lesser-known adage of Little Mister, which they are hoping to bring out in their droves in local McDonald's circumstances going forward.
So Europe is now awash with Little Mr. Burgers clogging up the drain pipes on every single corner of every single city in the known universe of Europe.
Giving more work to drainpipe cleaners throughout Europe.
This epidemic of non-Big Macs in the entirety of the European Union has been described as a plague of English football fan level proportions.
One donkey who was interviewed about the big said that he would much rather deal with football fans under the circumstances, as the meat was quote rancid and boring.
But then, those are the opinions of an ass.
Hey.
Hey.
Bonus point.
Yeah, I think that's
I
probably
feel like that's a good punchline.
that's a good point to end. Yeah, cool. We're going to give you Laura's team 3 points for that one. Do you want to do another one, or do you want to move on? I'm happy either way.
Bring it on!
Yeah, I think we've nailed this.
Think we're done? Okay, cool. We can move on.
Exhausted.
No problem. In that case, we are now going to have a short break. And while I'm hastily writing the rest of the stream, why not show your support by donating via PayPal, Patreon, or right here on Twitch? I'll put the links in the chat now, apart from Twitch, because you're already on that. And all your money will be split between the acts on tonight. So if you hate one of us, still donate, because we won't get the majority of it. So we're going to go on to a break now. I'm going to get another drink, and when I'm back, I'll have a look through the chat.
I'm going to be for a week. Oh, I apologise. I finished the drawing. I finished the drawing.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that Jesus?
There you go.
It's close. It's Stuart Dunlop.
Was it me?
Oh,
And that's what I assumed. Because of the.
That looks way too rugged to be me.
where's the Hawaiian shirt? Where's that gone?
I'm slightly worried that Laura's trying to tell me something about what's going to happen in the duration of the rest of the stream.
Take it off. Take it off. Yeah. You know.
Wait for my quiz, then then we can talk.
Don't give it to peer pressure, Stu. It's okay to be you.
In that case, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get some water.
Yeah. There's been some good stuff in the chat. This is not when we talk about the chat.
What?
Well, this is normally a good time to talk about the chat.
Yeah. I'm in a sit down.
I feel like I went to look at the merch from the chat, and I have talk about the chat, and lots of it's disappeared. But I did like the Twitch quote: "Is it treason to use a note for snorting?" Asking for a friend. I quite liked that. That was one of my favourites. There was a good discussion of bare feet. There was what else is happening? Oh well, honestly, it's dropped me out of all the interesting stuff that was happening.
Oh no!
Donkey falls on hard times after Shrek 5 is cancelled. Aww.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that's actually happened? Has Shrek 5 been cancelled? Was there a Shrek 5?
I hope not. But after Shrek said the N-word, then it's probably...
No, to be fair, I haven't seen like Shrek the Third or Shrek Forever After. I remember what it's called, apparently, even though I've never seen it. So I don't know. That could very likely have happened.
Yeah.
Someone bought the phrase "barefoot is legal" on a billboard.
Yeah, I don't remember where that comes from. It's a thing, but I don't remember. Okay, so Shrek 5 is a thing, but it's not being. It's not been cancelled as far as I can tell.
How many films until Shrek takes Manhattan?
Well, the thing I'm sure I remember there being a Shrek 3D, but that's not Shrek the Third. So I don't.
There was like I think it's an amusement ride that was in like I sound like a 50-year-old when I say it like that. It was like a theme park thing, I think, at Universal.
No, I'm sure there was like an actual like I don't think it clearly wasn't like a feature film, but I'm sure I had like a trailer for it or something. I'm sure I had like a trailer for it. Oh, I'm also getting some echo from somewhere. I don't know where that's coming from.
Sure, you're not running a taxi service.
I hope not. I've not even got pants on.
There's an echo in here.
Okay. So Shrek 4D is the Universal Studios ride.
Okay.
So yeah, Shrek 3D. Yeah, the DVD case says all new adventure, but I don't think it will.
I would love to have an all-new adventure one day.
In many ways.
Yeah, with no previous reference points whatsoever.
None of the same characters, just the same tone.
Incredible. Right, going back to writing the rest of the script. No, let's have a look at the chat first. We've had Cocaine Bear now for Cocaine Charles. I don't know which of these you've already looked at, by the way.
To be fair, speaking from experience as someone who writes a show with the word adventures in the title, like coming up with new adventures with pre-existing characters, I think is probably a lot harder than coming up with them with new characters.
Well, that's where you went wrong. You shouldn't have pluralized adventure. Then you would have just been like, right.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you should have killed Keo and Maxie off.
Let me tell you, as someone who, as a kid, used to watch the new adventures of Winnie the Pooh, it does become difficult to keep it fresh week after week. So
that unlocked a memory right there. That really did.
You know,
Is that the 3D one?
No. It was I can't remember. There was one where the under bed of Christopher Robin was untidy, and there were marching crayons under there.
There is one. Admittedly, the last time I checked in, there was one gag in that show that I remember. I don't remember anything else about it, but I remember one joke because I've always used this as an example of my kind of humor personified. And it was, I can't remember the context. I just remember the clip that someone showed me, and it was, for some reason, Winnie the Pooh was hunting for hammers. And he had, like, you know, one of those box string traps that, you know, like to try and catch a hammer. And but then they do a scene, and they you know, like, that's the beginning of the scene. He's doing that for some reason, and then they do the scene, and then we suddenly hear a rattling noise from afar, and he pulls the string, and he lands on the box, and then he picks it up, and he goes, "Oh, not even close," and there's a saw there. I'm like, that's peak comedy to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that.
My favourite comedy that I saw ages ago, The Hammers just reminded me. I went to it was some visual art, and it was a film, and in it, you'd be looking at this beautiful thing, and then this hammer would come in the middle, and it would smash the mirror, and then there'd be another mirror, but you didn't realise it just looked like another view. And every time, then another hammer would come and smash it, and they did this about 20 times, and by the 20th time, I was just dying with laughter. And so that's the level that my humour is at.
And here's me trying to write a script every month. God.
Just amp it up.
I like to imagine that was a fan video for If I Had a Hammer by Pete Seeger.
I was going to say, to me, that just sounds like the sort of light-hearted version of Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what you mean? Pink Floyd did a version of the Nostalgia Critic epic.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, you know, listen, he had some good ideas in that album. I think it just required a band who knew what they were doing to bring them to life. You know, like it's. You know how it is, Johnny. You've listened to music.
I've never listened to music. I don't know where you get that idea. No.
They're a metal.
But wait, what are those lists that you make every year?
Every year, I do. Well, I say I do them every month. I haven't done a few. I haven't done every month for like the last few. But I don't know. I'm just basing it off of the album art. Usually, I don't actually listen to it.
Oh right, yeah. So you've never listened to Grove before. You just like
No.
Just like the way she looks.
They didn't even know who Kendrick Lamar was when they wrote the news.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You thought it was
or Drake.
Lamar.
I thought it was about Drake and Josh Drake. I didn't realise it was like another musician.
Thought it was Mark Lamar from Nevermind the Buzzcocks.
Yeah, although I never really got that show either.
Mark Lamar and Drake from Drake and Josh. There's a pairing.
To be fair, I don't think Mark Lamar would have to be asked twice to diss Drake, you know?
No.
Sir Francis Drake. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Is it Drake or a duck or a goose? I can't remember.
Drake is
a duck.
I believe it's a duck, yeah. I believe it's like mandrake.
Yeah. That is where it comes from.
Dissing ducks.
I've done a lot of research on drakes as part of my cancelled, which was going to be ducks, as I was discussing with KATH earlier on. I've changed my mind now. I'm not going to do ducks. It turns out I quite like ducks. I have a hat with ducks on. I quite like ducks. So
there we are.
Shall I show you a duck-based discovery I've made during this stream?
Please do.
When I should have been paying
Please
attention. So I've got for some reason on my desk I have this like Prosecco holder cork thing left over from my birthday party, and this duck, and I've realised
oh wow,
they had really good helmets.
Oh, it's so good.
They were next to each other, and now it's like
it's a helmet, or
they shall take our ponds.
If you put something right at the front there, it would also work as like one of those little cones for dogs you get when they get like stitches to stop them eating them. So it's wow.
It's a bit Clive Barker, isn't it?
Oh, I love that.
This duck's going cycling.
It just looks like the duck just come from its bar mitzvah.
They Don't you hate it when your kipper blows up in the wind while it's firing it to your head?
That's a product idea right there.
Can I just ask, given the anatomy of a duck, what happens at a duck bar mitzvah, Ian?
Oh Lord.
Okay, so why would you ask me a question like that in front of all these people?
In front of the duck.
Yeah.
In front of the duck.
Oh yeah, I should just ask the duck.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have a duck
We're not
story.
experts.
I used to have a PE teacher at school. His name was Mr. Rolfe, and he was nicknamed Mallard by the kids. And the reason was that he went on the old game show 15 to 1, and the question he was asked was, "What is a mallard?" And he said it was a piece of cheese.
Yes. What did Mr. Mallard teach? I know that's not his name, but that's
PE.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst teacher.
What did he teach in physical education? Cheese rolling.
Right, we're all back. Should we carry on
I
the
thought
show?
it was going to be a muzzle. I thought you were going to put it there.
I'm just gonna, like-
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking with the cone. Oh.
I don't know if it would fit.
I don't
the
know.
other way.
No, yeah, because
Yeah,
the way
This
it's
is a
shaped.
dangerous duck identified by its muzzle.
Does it work does it work the other way around? It's a chastity belt.
Not into
Asking
more.
for a
Then I'll save you some vet bills.
Yep.
Cloaca, cloaca.
Nothing saves you vet's bills than stopping your animal shitting.
Yeah, that doesn't have any negative impact
Constipation is famously good for the
for
mammal.
all.
Always just make sure the veterinarian's legit and not a quack.
Hey,
Hey!
There
now
we are.
can start the show.
now we can start
Why,
the show.
what happens if they're a quack? Answer that, genius. Anyway, back to
Don't
you, Johnny.
vaccinate them, that's for sure.
We had a suitable punchline and then we ruined it by making it awkward. All in a day's work for this.
It's like every improv scene ever. Like, that's fine.
I do have a note here that Johnny sent me beforehand, which was try not to let any punchline go unstomped on. So,
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate your hard work. Right. Yeah, we'll carry on with the show, I guess, unless anyone's got any better ideas. That's fine. Our next round is 1,000 words. This is the round where we pay the incredibly talented artist Rob Maltby nowhere near enough money to draw a news story for us, and the teams will have to tell me what the story is, or just make some jokes about it. Either or, I'm not bothered. So the picture we've got today is going to come on the screen now. So an image description for anyone who needs it. Going to try and do an image description without giving away what this is, because it is really obvious. There is an abstract green background with 5 people visible. One of them, a femme-presenting person with long blonde hair, is throwing a paper cup of yellow liquid at one of the other men. A grey man in a blue and purple suit with hollowed, wrinkled eyes and a grotesque expression on his face. Rob is a really good artist. There is a bald man above him, looking like his eyes are closed, and a blonde woman and a balding man are facing away from the point of view at the occurrence. What do you think's happening here, but not in those words?
So this is a still from the upcoming Final Fantasy VII remake, where Sephiroth is using Supernova against the party.
Incredible.
Oh, amazing.
This is a new facial treatment. It exposes the skin to derision in public.
Leading expert in taking the piss gets piss taken upon.
Is this an image of how transphobe thinks that the trans people are going to trans the rest of the population? Just with that's how estrogen.
Oh no, you're trans.
It's estrogen liquid.
Your
Why
corporate
is,
sponsored trans juice, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Why is Ken wearing Ryu's suit?
You know what I love about this? The guy in the front with the bald spot. The detail in the bald spots, that's just mesmerising to me.
Yeah, I know.
I know what the real answer is, but the bald spot, there has to be something in that.
So
I don't think I've ever seen a bald spot lactate before, so yeah.
Well, she has to get that liquid from somewhere.
Well, he's looking at that thinking, "Oh, that could have been me."
I think I know what the woman's saying in the caption anyway. In this sense, see, just stop oil. That's how you do it.
Wait, this isn't Stonehenge. Ugh.
I think this is an ad for a remix song by Khalees, but the artist does need to improve their rendering of Khalees.
This was the day when Farage took part in a David Lynch film where he had his eyes removed by an albino snake of some sort.
It's the remake of Eraserhead. It's simply called Dickhead. Also, the moment the bald spot, I have to commend them for being of that particular age and being willing to play their Nintendo Switch out in public. Good on you.
Oh, well spotted.
Nice.
Is this House of Massive Men do wine tasting?
I'm getting tablecloths.
I'm getting bitterness, a lot of bitterness.
Is this the BBC showing a balanced argument for once?
This is probably all those adverts I get on Pornhub were offering me, and I was never brave enough to click.
Is this what local women in your area really want?
Yeah. To me, it looks like the milkshake is actually decided that Farage needs to be protected and is heading back to the person who is throwing it.
Fascist force field too strong.
Yeah. The milkshake came from Clacton.
It does look like he's highly concentrating. Does this mean Nigel Farage is a waterbender?
He'd hate being called that.
I think this might be Christmas going sideways as Brexit's brought up again.
A woman's going back to her hairstylist and saying, "You call these hair extensions?"
Is Nigel Farage melting like a rapier sword with his mind?
We can only hope.
Perfect.
Well,
Oh God.
I've got no idea what this is about. Anyone?
Let's move on.
Mate, obviously this is.
It's Nigel Farage having milkshake thrown on the day after announcing that he was taking over the leadership in a coup from Richard Tice. See, I remember his name.
That was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Tice.
Yeah. Alan Rice. That was it.
Literally the day afterwards, the first thing happens, and then I mean, a week later it was rocks. But the milkshake makes a far more pleasant picture for us to take the piss out of.
You've got to escalate. You've got to start small and build your way up.
Milkshake, rocks.
Yeah.
We got the trebuchet full of bricks waiting for his,
There was
sorry, I'm just mentioning songs which hit the top 10 at the moment, so carry on.
Fair enough.
The thing is, he can't really I'm sure he's lactose intolerant, and yet he can't say it because that would alienate his core voter base.
No, just the lactose bit. The intolerance, fine.
Listen, intolerance knows no bounds.
I would love that if it did come out that he was lactose intolerant, and then just everyone just on his in his sort of plan, shall we say, just turn on him, think it's a sign of him being woke. That'd be hilarious. I would love that.
Okay, yeah, you are correct. That is spot on. Yes, this is Nigel Farage's second milkshaking, and honestly, the only reason we're doing this round today. As soon as this happened, I was like, I've got to get Rob to paint now. Wasn't gonna, but then this happened. I was like, oh yeah, we can't really do this in any other round. So at the end of that, we got 3 points to Laura's team. So Katie's team are on 5 points and Laura's team are on 6. This is great. I might not even have to rig it. Right, we'll move on to...
I like the way that we got the points basically by just, we all dragged it out with jokes and then one of us gave up.
we wore everyone down.
Yeah.
We just handed it to Laura.
I still have one extra joke, you know, we
go
could keep
on, Kath.
going.
Yeah. I mean, keep going while I get OBS ready. It's fine, please. I don't think anyone will complain about more jokes about this.
It's a half moon tonight. That's all I got.
Okay, right. Are we ready for the next round?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Am I ready for the next round? That's the question. Our next round is called Cancelled. This round, each of our guests gets to rant about something or someone they want removing from the public life, and then we all get to vote on which one we most want to remove, and then nothing will happen because neither Rishi Sunak nor Keir Starmer ever respond to my emails. So we're going to start... I think we'll start with Kath, actually. Kath, who are you going to cancel this month?
Well, on the weekend, we went to Salford Prides.
Nice.
Delightful. But I want to cancel corporate pride flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got 2 flags in our group. So one was regular pride flag and it said homelessness and addiction services. But this was the other one we got, which is United Utilities.
Oh, no. Lift up a little bit higher just because your nameplate's covering it on the stream. No, it's being blurred out. I think it's part of the background.
It's obscene language.
There we are.
Anyway, United Utilities. And I was like, so homelessness and addiction didn't care about trans lives. However, United Utilities was willing to take anyone's money. And I can't waive this because I'm a paddleboarder and all of the water companies are polluting and putting sewage into the water. And thus, I am cancelling myself for having a corporate pride flag. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, very strongly argued. Corporate pride flags are a big pet peeve of mine. I'm not going to cancel you for it, but you may win for it anyway. Right, we'll have Laura next. Laura, who are you cancelling this month, and why is it not ducks?
Well, I did consider ducks because, like, the ducks, what do they achieve in their lives? Like they just float around a river and hope that occasionally somebody throws something which doesn't make their stomach explode. That's what I was told as a child. Don't throw bread to the ducks because it will just make them pop. Turns out that was pigeons. You shouldn't throw bread at pigeons because if you do that, apparently they can explode, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful image. Not a fan of pigeons. But I decided not to go for ducks. Instead, I thought I'd go for a different bird, and that's penguins. Because I fucking hate penguins. Like all of them. And yes, I know how far away geographically I am from the penguin because they're all on Antarctica, and like it always comes up just like, oh, it's Arctic for the polar bears, it's Antarctica for the penguins, but like up north, that's fine. Like the polar bears are fine. They achieve a purpose, which is just they perfected camouflage. They're really fucking good. But penguins, what do they achieve apart from looking like they're wearing little suits and they toddle around and they can't look up? We get fed lies about penguins because of planes going over and they all look up and they fall backwards, which is a beautiful image because I fucking hate penguins and I love them to fall over. I watched a video yesterday, Paul Ross falling off a bicycle. I had to replay it 12 times because it's Paul Ross and he lands really sharply and it's Paul Ross, so like I laughed at it. But if it was a penguin, I would have laughed twice as hard because I fucking hate penguins. Penguins are awful. They are far away from me, which is absolutely fine. I don't want to they've cancelled themselves by being so far away from me. They are they are awful creatures. Penguins are vicious. I actually did some research during the break while I was on my phone away from I did some research about bloody penguins. Penguins can walk up to you and just randomly kick you. They're vicious. Vicious. They can walk up and kick you. Had Jonny not come to me second, I was going to get a picture up of a penguin kicking a man. But Jonny came to me second, so at some point the penguin's going to appear behind me doing a little kick, and then you're going to agree that penguins should be cancelled. They're just cocks. Not penguins, pencocks.
I can't believe Pingu's come on this stream and ranted about his kind for 5 minutes.
That's the worst thing. When I started streaming, everybody said that a rumor went around that I was the voice of Pingu, because apparently I can do a really good Pingu voice. I'm not doing it now.
New for us, Laura. New for us.
Penguins have followed me around for years. Yes, they are bastards. Cancel them, Jonny. Cancel the fuck.
Laura, okay. The more you're leaning that way, the more it looks like you're slowly morphing into a Joker-style hybrid with Mr. Blobby.
Oh, my God.
Are you cancelling yourself with your Pingu as well? Are you also cancelling yourself?
Only me in the past. Me in the present is fine.
Jonny, all I have to say about that is now I don't think you're getting your South Pole representation anytime soon.
No, we're not. Okay, well, I'll be honest. I want to cancel KATH's things more, but Laura was so intense in her argument, I might have to put that forward. Right, we'll have Katie next. Katie, who are you cancelling this month?
I'm cancelling. Let me just check his name. Zach Polanski. Who is a deputy leader of the Green Party, and I am shocked and astonished that this story wasn't in the previous rounds. He used to work as a hypnotist, and he would hypnotize women to visualize themselves with their breasts bigger, so that they didn't have to get surgery, so that they could manifest the correct, bigger breasts. And he would charge like hundreds of pounds for this. And then he became deputy leader of the Green Party.
I missed this entirely.
Green Party member.
Yeah, well, you were paid to miss this, Jonny. So, like...
It's made in the sweatshop says stays on plastic. It's very Green Party. It is very Green Party. To be fair. It's mainly that.
No, I mean, that is definitely reason enough. I'll grant you. You don't need to carry on.
Yeah, £222, which is oddly specific.
That is very oddly
specific. Women were told to visualize themselves with bigger breasts. And he's come back from it saying I never believed in any of it though. I'm a rational person. I never believed it.
That makes it better.
And I'm so that means that you're just scamming women?
Yeah. I did it for a laugh. Oh man, I'm looking at his Wikipedia and I'm just loving the fact that in his early life section of the biography, it just at the very bottom just puts he's gay. Oh, by the way,
it's fine. He's gay. You're allowed to scam women as long as you're not actively trying to fuck them. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've had my breasts touched by gay men in gay pubs before, where they're all like, "Oh, I'm gay, so it doesn't matter. We can fuck." So
yeah,
I've had that as well. Weirdly.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't know that,
yeah,
and yeah,
just a weird guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm very much strong in it. This is a strong round. So we've got corporate pride flags, Zach Polanski, and just every penguin. How are we going to do this one? And we've still got more to go. We'll have Ian next. Ian, who are you cancelling this month?
For ages, it was going to be Richard Gadd, just because I really don't think Baby Reindeers is a very good sitcom. But I don't know. I've kind of mellowed on it. No, I'm going to cancel everyone who thinks that music peaked in the 90s.
Fuck. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Because I know Jonny also has strong feelings about this.
Yeah.
But
you're being strategic with this one. Yep.
Yeah. But no, because my partner and I, we've been watching old episodes of Top of the Pops on BBC 4 recently, because they're round about the early 1996 period on there at the moment. And we've watched I think several weeks worth of them now, and the idea that pop music was in some sort of haven state in the mid-90s. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, it's like there's boy bands left, right, and centre. There's boy bands that most of you lot have forgotten. Like, does anyone remember 3T?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking was it Tito from the Jackson 5 had his three sons had a band. One of them wears a backpack just so that the particularly passionate end of the second verse he can get up and throw it down to the floor, like really angrily to show how much he loves this girl. Like it's and then you've got the Britpop. Right, everyone goes, oh yeah, Britpop. Like most of it was fucking dire. Like you had Gene, you had fucking Shed 7, you had who's the other? Some other cunt with a coat. I don't know. Like genuinely, that's the whole Britpop attire. It's just them wearing coats indoors. Like they're not going to feel the benefit when they go out, and it doesn't give them any benefit inside either. Like absolutely fucking sick of it. And the other thing, right, is that like the stuff that was really good in the 90s. Like, it didn't have any specific movement around it, but it all featured women. Like, you had fucking, like, you go on Top of the Pops, you had, like, Lush, Garbage, Biss, Dubstar, all fucking brilliant. Like, and no one bangs on about them when they talk about the 90s. It's all fucking Oasis and... Yeah, there's no real jokes behind this rant. I'm just really fucking...
You're on my team, but I always talk about Biss.
Yeah, Biss is... Yeah, the Candy Pop is fantastic. And then he got to number 25 of that song, and I think that's a disgrace. It should have been way higher. Oh, yeah. I can't remember who's at number 1 at the moment on our watching. I think it's... but Babylon Zoo was there for a while, and oh my God, he was so happy to be there. That's why I don't think his follow-up single or anything else he did got much traction, because he looked too much like he was enjoying being on top of the plane.
Which is a sin in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Animal Army, which was a sequel to the follow-up.
Yeah, it got some traction, didn't it? But it
is a better song.
Yeah, but it wasn't a number one. Anyway, so I don't know. Hope that helps.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. This is again enough. You're all. You seem to be going for things that I have specifically said I hate before. So well played. Apart from penguins.
When did you say you hate penguins?
No, I didn't. You are currently the odd one out. I mean, I've never said I hated Zach Polanski because I didn't know. If I had known that, I would have very much said that I hated Zach Polanski.
I'm more of a Kit Kat Chunky fan.
Yeah. Right, we've got 2 more to go. Jono, you're next. Who are you cancelling this month?
A mixture of all sorts. As always, vampires, don't like them, they're scary. I don't have any time for them. My dog Buffy will fight them. But while everyone's been talking, I've found this mad conspiracy. So, this is the plot of Baldur's Gate 4. Right. They're ran by penguins, right, who just keep like kicking minorities and gay people and that. They're horrible. They're ran, right? It's a cabal that's spearheaded by fucking Zach Polanski, right? I have to put down in a note that he's gay because of Wikipedia. Sweet. Also, as well, penguins, as well as the vampires, think the same thing as well. Penguins think that music peaked in the 90s as well, so that's gonna get you angry. And the fact that penguins don't wear coats in general. So what I'm gonna cancel is vampire penguins that are in this cabal with Zach Polanski. And also, just because I don't think the world is ready for it, Baldur's Gate 4. Because Baldur's Gate 4 is going to expose all of this.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, that is a strong submission. It may be let down by the fact that Twitch polls have a character limit, and I cannot fit all of that in. So you may not be submitted on a technicality.
She's like by Zach Polanski. He's asked all the characters and things, you know what I mean? And he's always.
I'm just gonna have to abbreviate that so no one actually knows what it is.
Just Zach Polanski, Baldur's Gate 4.
Okay, we've got one more. Stuart, who are you cancelling this month?
Okay, okay. Bless you. That's very fitting, actually. So my wife just sneezed farther off in the distance, but she has a very loud sneeze, so I was able to pick it up quite auditorily. It's actually quite apropos. This was, I wish to cancel something on behalf of my wife at the moment, who clearly is watching the fucking stream. He's that far away from the computer, but anyway, no, I love her. I would like to cancel something that is... I would like to cancel something that is the scourge of many different people. It's a blight on this land, and it is something that I think only gets more and more problematic and dangerous and dividing as a entity as the time gets on and we get warmer climates and all this kind of thing. I would like to cancel hay fever because we've been bunged up for the fucking past week and I'm fucking sick of it. My throat has been on fire. I'm amazed I was able to do this show. I've literally been subsisting on ginger tea for the whole of this. The whole of this. My tongue feels like it's been dipped in acid because I've been downing so much of this crap. I am interested in cancelling hay fever just solely so that I can hopefully make sure that we can actually go out and enjoy ourselves and, actually live a happy life. So yeah, hay fever. A bit anticlimactic after Jonny.
No, but like once again, you've got something that I have a specific beef against. So again, you're playing the strategic
You had
game.
me until go outside and enjoy ourselves.
yeah, that's very much where you lost us. Cool. Okay, that's everyone's. Which ones am I going to put to the poll? So there's 4 I'm torn between. So I might just do 4 rather than the usual 3. Basically, I can't fit Jono's in, so that's out. And I don't really want to cancel all penguins. Sorry, Laura. So I think I'm just going to shortlist the rest.
What if I told you the penguins killed JFK?
I have never met him. I have no.
I can disprove the JFK.
Go on.
His head just did that.
What if I told you that?
Yeah, but that's because there's a penguin there who can use the power of its mind.
That's the best conspiracy theory I've ever heard.
Johnny, what if I told you that a penguin was the lead singer of Menswear?
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know why you're fighting me on this, given that I'm also putting like 90s music fans, or well, not just 90s music fans, but
it's because you don't agree with being brave. It's a song by Menswear.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
It's fine.
I don't know why every one of these streams that are meant to be topical always are full of 90s references. I mean, I do know it's because
everyone wants the 90s back. Yeah. So it remains topical because of everyone else.
It's because most of us are millennials,
which is also a 90s song.
Yeah. Freaking millennials, Jesus Christ. Not me, I'm a good one, but the rest of them.
Yeah, same. We're allowed.
Okay, right, yeah. So 90s music stands, I'm just going to shorten them to. I hate myself for using that slang, but oh well. Corporate pride flags, not ride flags. That's something completely different. Zach Polanski and hay fever. This is where you got 5 minutes to cast your votes. I feel like there's definitely one here that's objectively terrible. So
Ian, like, where are you up to on Top of the Pops? This is important.
Oh, wow.
Where are you up to?
It was nearly 100% for corporate pride flags for a second.
That's what I voted for.
Zach Polanski.
Zach Polanski has to go in.
I thought you said you weren't doing that one.
Did I? No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Ian, where are you up to on Top of the Pops?
I'm trying to remember who's number 1 now.
Do you know the date? Because like I wish to get extra votes if I can remember who the number 1 was when on the episode you're watching. Who else was on?
Oh, very quickly. I noticed like half an hour ago, Made in the Sweatshop cheered 30 bits, and I didn't thank him. I didn't thank him for that. So thanks very much for that. I appreciate that. I was saying before we started the stream, we recently had our 2nd ever Twitch payout, so it's probably going to be like another 18 months before we get another one, which is coincidentally also my current waiting list time for the for my gender clinic appointment. So I can celebrate when that comes in, assuming things don't slow down even more, which is like
drinks are on Jonny then.
Yeah.
In 18 months.
Yeah, man. Echo falls all around.
I think we're seeing a prediction here of Zach Polanski's voting polls in the upcoming elections.
Well, as long as it's not Zach Goldsmith, it's fine.
Swing to the corporate pride flag party in London Central.
Yeah, we got PJ and Duncan were on that episode, the last episode.
Oh, right. Was it You Crazy Cats, or are we talking later?
You Crazy... Oh, no, it was Stepping Stone.
Oh, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, the cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are talking early 1996.
Yeah.
So we are talking about the time that the Blue Tones were also in the charts. Skunk and Nancy were in the charts.
Blue Tones have just gone out. Skunk and Nancy.
Blue Tones have just gone out, so we're talking March, like early March 1996.
Yeah, they're about.
Skunk and Nancy probably still in them, probably like bottom of the top 40, which means we are almost at the point where, oh God, it's not Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, is it? End of February.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is. Hey, can I have extra points?
Actually, wait, no, they dropped down.
Oh, tits.
Or did they? I can't remember. Oh, I don't know. Robert Miles' Children is still hanging in there.
Well, it was released in 1995.
Yeah. No, this is 96.
If it's late February 1996, it's Don't Look Back in Anger, which I think was released on the 25th of February 1996.
Yeah. I can't remember what's.
So it's about then. If it's early March, we might be.
Oh no! I remember what the number one is now.
Is it Mark Morrison Return of the Mac?
No, it's not.
Okay, if it's not that, oh God, what is it then? Don't answer.
Okay.
Sorry,
Jonny, carry on.
We're kind of hijacking because I really wanted to get this.
I'm enthralled by the top of the pop shop.
Maybe.
No, you're fine. I entirely zoned out anyway, so thank you for filling the dead air.
Now, they went into existential dread there for a second, like, this is my show. This is...
No, I was literally just like staring at. I was just staring at the polls. They haven't moved in ages, but I was still staring at them.
No one else is going for the.
Currently, corporate pride flags are losing. Also, I realised I put a capital P at the end, so I must have just moved the P from pride. So corporate flag.
Did you put
pride flags?
Pride flaps.
Oh, it's like the same as like the first round. It's always the one with the typos that you're supposed to go for. Isn't it?
Yeah, there was one. It was in like the first 2 years of running the stream where like I actually forgot to move the thing that said brackets fake after it, but no one actually noticed till after the round anyway, so it was fine.
Oh dear.
It was Firestarter, by the way, Laura.
Oh, it's earlier then, because Firestarter was late January, early February.
But it's after. Don't Look Back in Anger.
No, it's not.
It bloody well is.
It's not.
You are currently watching the June 2024 version of this topical panel show where we're discussing the number one chart hits from the 90s.
I was born in 1997. This is like a history lesson for me.
Yeah, you're learning a lot.
Oasis Wonderwall came out in 1995. They had to put back the release of Don't Look Back in Anger a month because Wonderwall was still in the charts. Firestarter was released. No, actually, no.
This is why you should all have voted for 90s music stand.
One person has. I'm going to assume that was just you, Ian.
And Ian's right.
Hey, corporate pride flags win/loses, I guess, whatever way you're looking at it. And Hey FIFA is runner-up, so that is 5 points to whose team's everyone on? 5 points to Katie's team and 2 points to Laura's team. So at the end of that round, Katie's team are in the lead on 10 points, but Laura's team are not far behind with 8. And I've got a feeling they might jump into the lead again sometime soon. But before that, we're going to have another little break before our final 2 rounds while I quickly write what I need to. Again, if you are enjoying the show, and again, thanks for the bits, made in the sweatshop, you can support us. There's a PayPal link, which I'm going to put in the chat now, as well as our Patreon you can subscribe to for as little as £2 a month, which gets you early access to show tickets, as well as a few other benefits. I'll be honest, a few is exaggerating. Mostly you just get to give us money every month. That's the real reward. And also, you can donate on Twitch as well. But it may be like a year before we actually receive that money. But either way, still appreciate it. The more people who give on Twitch, the faster we get it. So that's helpful. Zoom is telling me my internet connection is unstable, so we'll see if we even make it to the end of the stream.
We can do this.
We can do this. Top of the Pops 2 was basically the same, except Tails would chase all the fans, and the presenters did spin dashes all the time. Perfect. Right, button to the break screen. I've actually been drinking. I thought I would finish this vodka by this point in the stream, but I'm still very full. It's still very full, even. I'm not. I'm
Keep
all right.
Keep us up to date on your progress, John.
I will, yeah. It's currently like one sheep down. There's sheep on the glass. I don't know if you can see.
Can I just point out
You can.
that I said the Firestarter was after Don't Look Back in Anger. Don't Look Back in Anger was the 2nd of March 1996 because it was released on the 25th of February. So I was right. And Firestarter was number 1 on the 30th of March. Ian Lane, stop it.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was fucking right.
Yeah, but that's not what Top of the Pop says. Like the order that we've been watching it in is.
Please, our team, no, we can't.
No.
fall apart like this.
I'm not having
Stuart, listen, Mummy and Daddy are having a chat right now. Okay, so like, go and tell your wife that your marriage isn't cancelled. Or
We came second. I have a feeling that's what she'd expect. So yeah.
No, all I can say, Laura, is we are watching the episodes sequentially, and yeah, I don't think they were necessarily weekend charts for Top of the Pops, if I recall correctly.
So Top of the Pops used sales up until the Wednesday of that week. It was recorded on the Wednesday to go out on either the Thursday or the Friday, depending on when it went out, because it did change.
Okay.
So it took sales up to the Wednesday. So it sometimes not as bad as the chart show, because the chart show only ever used the midweek charts. Only ever.
Yeah.
But I will say, after Firestarter was Return of the Mac.
Oh yeah, I know that's coming up.
I just got the order out.
Yeah.
So. Don't question me on 1996.
Well, that suggests that you created 1996.
I did.
I don't think you did.
As a 15-year-old, I fucking did.
Right after cocaine.
Which I took through King Charles.
Yeah, you injured that poor bloke earlier.
Laura thought it was a penguin.
If it wasn't cocaine, it would have been a penguin kicking him. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Got to be careful.
Did you find that picture, by the way, Laura?
Of the kicking? No, I've just got a video.
Oh, okay.
I've got a video. I'm just waiting to stick it up.
I feel like KATH's webcam here is what I'd been seeing on JONO's webcam if I was drunk.
Oh, that does look remarkably similar.
I can't tell the difference.
you might need new glasses.
No. I'm loving the fact that John has actually kept that fan on. Me having asked 2 hours ago for John to put that fan on.
Yeah, I'm getting
John has just kept it on. I love
the
that.
cold air, you know.
I do love a ceiling fan.
I just noticed there was a picture of a flamingo in the chat, and we didn't do a round on it.
That was the one from
the AI.
The AI. Yeah, the photo
really
that's actually
a real
real.
photo.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I will put it on for the chat.
Now I can't close it. I can't see any of you lot.
Flamingos are just bigger, pinker, more pretentious penguins. So,
biologically speaking, I think that is true. Yeah. Actually, Kurt's just said, "I'd love it if Ian followed up with the order we've been watching it in, with although we do have it on shuffle."
All right. Hey, if I do that, do we get 20 points?
Maybe. Sure. Why not?
My team's
yeah, we do have it on shuffle, gang.
It's what I would do if I was rewatching all of Top of the Pops, because I refuse to do anything not on shuffle.
We watched the 1992 episode as well. It had Bob Geldof was the co-presenter on it, and yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
The worst presenter of Top of the Pops has ever had.
No, there was some American woman who I can't remember her name. She was like, so they were doing one of those live
Casey's
feeds.
put up the flamingo on a
there you go.
thing. That's the one. Yeah.
Anyway.
And here you see the flamingo, headless.
There it is.
Sorry, carry on, Ian.
Anyway, yeah, Bob Geldof basically just says to her, "I've got no questions for you. I just want to stare at you."
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he actually she says that.
Normal thing to say.
And then later on, the Orb play chess for 4 minutes because they don't actually have a live stage act because they're a dance music act. And then afterwards, Bob Geldof just goes, that was mind expanding. Yeah.
That's how I want every compare to like just transition after I've been on.
And I found out today that he's endorsing a Tory candidate as well.
Oh,
So if
Bob Geldof, no.
Yeah, I personally think the previous 2 stories were enough to turn you all against him, but I felt I had that little ace up my sleeve as well, just in case.
I am shocked.
I'm just looking at the chat. Flamingos and corporate pride penguins.
Incredible.
Oh, very good, man. The sweatshop. Very, very good.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you have to do now, though, isn't it, Ian? As a rock star, that's kind of what you have to do. Like, if you're a rock star over 65, you then have to become just a Tory. Like, that's just how it goes, apparently.
If you're not already a nonce, or even if you are a nonce, but like it's.
I mean, that goes. That's a bonus, really.
The thing is, I feel like if Billy Bragg had more hits, he probably wouldn't still be as politically active as he is now. This, I don't know. It's just fucking like musicians and politics. I just miss the days when Jedward was smacking Ian Brown down on Twitter. Like that was. Oh, I want those days back.
That is the only thing that would get me back on Twitter is that is the one thing I miss is just like Jedward's tweets.
Yeah, I want them to have a full interrogation of Elon Musk stat.
Yeah.
Interrogation how?
Just ask him questions. Honestly, he'll crumble in seconds. Like,
he'd listen to their accent at one point, get confused, and then start panicking.
Just Curtis, I would prefer it if they all died young and left wing. Well, I know what we've got to do before we all become secret Tories.
The Secret Tory, is that the sequel to The Masked Singer? Just people going on stage with masks espousing Tory values and
Janacious T, I just found out the Queen. I found out about the Queen dying from Jedward. That is the best way to find out.
Oh, that's amazing.
I assume you mean like at the time and not just now, but.
I got massively into the spiral last week about if you saw the fake death reports of Noam Chomsky.
Oh yeah.
If anybody saw that last week, I spent a good hour seeing reports of one and the other. I kept flicking back and forth, going, "Wait, where?" I was legitimately checking. I spent a good hour and a half just checking every source that I could possibly find and weighing up the tally, because there were so many that were saying he's dead and so many that were saying he was alive. The most excitement I had last week.
He's basically the American equivalent of Bruce Forsyth, isn't he?
Don't say that. Bruce is fucking dead.
There was that period when nobody knew if Bruce was dead or alive.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
He was never in Dead or Alive, was he?
No.
You spin me right round.
Yes.
Right round, you spin me.
We are going further back in the past now. We're getting further away from the present day of our references.
Is she going? All right, ladies and gentlemen, is she going to go higher or lower?
All right, fine. All right, because Jonny is getting upset. Let's do some jokes about falling in reverse.
Oh, dear.
I can see a little bit of sunset out the window. How nice.
Oh, no, that's my light. Don't ignore that light. That's the way.
Oh, my sunset's behind that fucking skylight. Oh, well.
Yeah, go have a look.
You sound angrier than when I was complaining about 90s Britpop.
Laura on penguins.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people address me by my real name on Twitch as I have today. Like it's so bizarre.
Yeah,
Like,
not just calling you Ruffled Bricks, yeah.
no one. Like, I raided someone the other day, and someone in their chat said, "Oh, it's Ian Lane," and I was like, "Ixnay on the Ox Day."
Should we be formal and address you as Mr. Bricks?
Yeah. Well, it depends what you mean. But depends what you mean by should.
I want to know why you're the worms guy.
Oh, because I play worms.
With such enthusiasm, because I'm like, like, what's this? Like, why are you so committed to it?
That's what my Twitch channel is all about. I speedrun the 1999, another 90s reference, sorry, Johnny, game Worms Armageddon.
That's fine. We are moving close to the present day now. We've moved away from Bruce Forsyth and Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
and the
How about that Millennium Bug, eh, gang? Tory candidate, Mr. Ian Lane. That's me. What?
Right, okay, I think that's a suitably awkward moment to carry on with the show on.
Just getting into character for the next round.
Yeah. And I've got OBS ready, so we're good to go. The stream is so 90. Yeah. Cool. Okay, our next round is the Great Debate, and because Rishi Sunak announced the policy 2 days before our last stream, and after I'd already planned that show, we're going to discuss that policy now. Should the UK bring back some form of national service for 18-year-olds? And to discuss this, we are going to be joined by Katie Mitchell, who is playing Keir Starmer, Laura Monmouth, who is playing a popular teenage Fortnite streamer. I assume Laura's here and just preparing a visual gag.
Don't start!
There we are. Cool. Thanks. Just confirming, because I can't tell if you're actually here or not. JONO is playing a boomer Tory voter who is too young to have been conscripted. Ian is portraying a military... I nearly said military chef. Military chief. Different thing. KATH is portraying a protective parent to an undisclosed number of children, and Stuart is portraying Rishi Sunak. So thank you all for joining us today. So we'll start with opening statements. Do you support a form of national service in principle? So not looking at the kind of practical side of it, but just in the kind of ethical side of it generally. We'll start with you, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Do you support a form of national service? I'd assume yes, given it's your policy. Otherwise it'd be very weird. But just confirm.
So here's the deal. I got a lot of shipments in the ammunition trade over in the parts of Georgia that not many people know about, and I'm very interested in getting that over here. But the problem is, you have to appeal to the youngsters these days, so that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for, my friends. Gotta have people enjoying those weapons as best you can.
So you're doing this for the youngsters?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've got nothing else better to do, have they? I mean, TikTok's dying from what I've heard. After all, Donald Trump's on it now. That's a desperate ploy.
Didn't you recently release some TikToks, though, Prime Minister?
I just like to dabble,
Well, thanks for confirming. So we'll move to the opposition now. Keir Starmer, do you support a form of national service in principle?
No, absolutely not. It's a shocking thing to propose. It's a complete waste of taxpayers' money, and he's not said how he's going to pay for it at all. And I think that there's something which we could be doing for our young people in this country that would be much better, and that is training them how to make tools. My father worked very hard making tools, and it made me the man I am today. The son of a tool maker.
Thank you very much. I actually completely forgot what your parents did, so I appreciate that. I'm sure we'll get to the other one momentarily. Okay, brilliant. Well, who else have we got? Okay, well let's ask. We've got military chief, military chef Ian Lane here. So obviously, this would have quite an impact on you. So, do you support a form of national service in principle?
That sounds like a commie question.
Okay.
You want to ask that question again? I dare you.
Yep. Do you support a form of national service in principle?
Of course, I fucking hell.
He's my smartest guy. He's my smartest guy.
Get him in.
Okay, man, a few words, but thank you. Appreciate your brevity. This will also this is also going to affect obviously the younger generation. So we're joined here by a popular streamer on Fortnite. Laura, do you support a form of national service in principle? Laura, can you hear us?
Shut up! For fuck, it's gonna fucking. Just hang on. Let me get the. Oh, nearly! Fucking. Just hold this thought a second.
Okay, no worries.
This is why we need national service.
Although to be fair, he's a good marksman. Look at him. He's a good mark. Look at him. Don't know where my accent's going now, but oh well.
I kind of want to know if this is Laura actually playing and she's like surprising us by having never streamed before. Fab, okay, thanks.
Having never played it before, which is why I can't do commentary.
Incredible, cool. Okay, well, thanks.
Oh, there's some lavender.
Thanks for that. Okay, and it's also going to affect the kind of older generations who do have children of this age. So, KATH, you are a parent. Do you support national service for your kids when they turn 18?
No, I support my children learning how to do their own laundry and cleaning the bathroom.
Oh, fuck off!
More than enough service for me. Exactly. I don't know what they're thinking. They've gone mad.
Thank you very much. Okay, great to hear your position on it. I'm also joined by the token boomer of the stream, JONO. So, do you support national service for 18-year-olds?
Of course I do. Unfortunately for me, I was too young to do it back when it was first a thing. Which I'm gutted about because the kids these days, they need something. But what are they doing? They're playing Fortnite. I remember when that was just fucking 2 weeks. And then you've got people playing Worms. Worms, Jonny. I remember when that was just an itchy arsehole. What's going on with these kids, huh? And you've got Russia piping up. So, say whatever he's saying, the little blade. So just cut it out, you know what I mean? But then would you be scared of a load of kids come over playing bloody Fortnite, itching their arseholes because they've got worms? No. So I think the conscription...
Oh, fuck you, old man! Stop shooting at me!
Exactly. If they were hiding from Russians and then they heard that, they know where they are. See what I mean? I think the conscription should be people my age who are ready to get out, mingle. I want to hold a big gun with a load of big muscular men. You know what I mean? And then sometimes it gets a bit sweaty in Russia, Jonny. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not gay. It's not. I just want to hold a big gun next to big muscular men. And yeah, that's my opinion on it.
What the fuck did that man just say?
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Okay, well,
I didn't understand a word.
We've got everyone's opening statements then. We'll open up the debate a little bit more then. So I guess, mainly for the people who do support national service, what format would this take? Obviously, the proposition at the minute is that the military component would be one option, but the others would be more kind of community-focused, volunteering except mandatory, and there's no payment for it. So would that be your ideal format, or would you like to try something else? What would you like to see in a form of national service open to the panel?
Kill them all.
See, the way I see it, the most effective way we can get these military conscriptions working is we just get the dumbest kids. They've got nothing else to look forward to. Just put them in a suit, send them off. My guy will sort them out, won't you?
No one's too dumb to kill.
Of course, I wouldn't know because I didn't have a skybox, so I didn't see a lot of killing. Right.
Okay, any comments on that from the people who oppose national service?
No.
Okay, fine.
Forget it. I don't want national service. I want community-free childcare for the extra 2 children the government isn't paying for.
You can't put ammunition in a childcare center.
find this.
It's just dumb. I mean, what are they going to do with it?
I mean, you've clearly never been to America.
We're not giving ammunition to children. We're just providing an appropriate childcare support network for them.
Well, how else are you going to train the kids when the Russians march on the beach?
There's no such thing as Russians when we're finished with them.
Just want free dog sitting and childcare. That's all I want.
He's doing nothing to help the poor people of this country who really need more bureaucracy on our end.
Okay,
Well,
so
some of them can learn to read.
Double-edged swords. Double-edged swords, sorry. Double-edged swords. We said about 4 people, right? Massive war. We put them on the front line. That's mouths to feed.
We don't use double-edged swords anymore. That's stupid.
No, I think he's got
We
a
sorted
point.
that problem
Let him
out.
talk. I think he's got a point. I like his style. I can't understand a word he's saying.
Okay, he's got 10 seconds to nail the fuck out of this speech.
Dinner's ready. Come down from your streaming now, love.
Okay, well, there seems to be a lot of conversation around, how this is going to impact the young people themselves. So I guess moving away from the military side of this and the kind of the NHS, the fire and rescue, what they're calling the volunteering aspect of it, would that be a benefit to the local communities if we're seeing more of that?
Well, I'm all in favour of young people helping their communities, but it's taking away from a very important part of their young lives when they should be going to university, getting their first jobs, getting on the housing ladder, starting to make their own tools. And it's a completely ludicrous waste of taxpayers' money that could be better spent on decreasing NHS waiting lists by about 35 minutes and making a nationalised electric thing, which would be really great if they actually go through with it.
Does your dad make single-edged swords?
I think we can recruit this guy's dad. I think we can recruit him.
Yeah.
Knows his way around a blade.
But he needs to know when to start making edges to those fucking swords.
Oh, well, that's kind of true. If there's anything the other side is lacking, it's an edge.
No, this would not benefit local communities. What would benefit is that you, Rishi, would do your job and level up the north. Level up.
What we could do is if we were able to not be at war with Russia, we could invest in local communities. Because where all the community centres going, where gym memberships are expensive, why can't that be a public service? Now imagine if we could get young people to help, sort the gym out, and then all these men can go there, be all muscular, or the tops off and stuff. Imagine that.
No, you can't.
But it's not gay.
So somebody call me?
Mate in the special was just asked, can't we have national service, but instead of military, you enlist to marry Rupert Murdoch? Would anyone be open to that as a policy?
No, that's gay.
Fair enough.
That's too far. No child should be subjected to that or adult.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't need a lot of time to do it, so,
Murdoch.
In, out,
I can't personally comprehend that any senior Labour politician would get in bed with Rupert Murdoch. That would be a ludicrous thing. And would never describe the politics of the 90s and the early 2000s.
I'm sorry, what the hell is this soldier next to me doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking shit!
Yeah, you. That is not how you hold one of those.
Okay, moving back to the military angle then, I guess. Will this actually be beneficial to the military? I know some people in the military have raised concerns that, untrained 18-year-olds who don't really want to be there aren't going to be very useful if Russia do invade. At that point, surely investing in military properly...
I'm sorry, can I just stop you off there? Because obviously this stream is brought to you by wine, the popular drink made for you.
Oh, while we're here, can I plug Raid Shadow Legends?
So yeah, just like
it keeps our crew in check.
So from a military point of view, would you actually welcome this policy, or would it not be preferable to have more money and more actual recruitment and not just kind of conscription?
What the what? Did you dare say that again?
I was going to say, would this actually be beneficial from a strictly cynical military point of view, or would it not be better to find other ways to drive actually consenting recruitment to the military?
Those are college words. Just talk straight.
I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. College guy.
Yeah.
I think there is a benefit for anyone in the military that has children. Free childcare would also be a winner if they had children.
Fuck, I've been killed by another kid!
Mum, your dinner's cold. Just go down. Put it away. Go downstairs.
Okay, well, I think I've got your broad views on this. So this closing statements of the debate. Would you have done this service if you were going to turn 18 over the next Parliament? We'll start with you, Rishi Sunak, given it's your policy. Would you do this? Would you put your money where your mouth is, so to speak? Although there's a lot of it, so you might not fit.
I'm going to be honest. I think I can trust you, Jonny, or should I call you Collins?
Absolutely.
I'm doing this for a personal reason. I don't really think that we should be involved in national conscription. I've just heard that if I get kicked out of the politician situation, I make a lot of money. Look at Liz Truss. Look at Liz Truss, and she's only 2 blowjobs away from a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm absolutely loaded if I go down there. So I'm just trying to get into it, you know? This is all I'm trying to do. I'm just hoping that the policies that I put out are so unbelievably bad that I can actually, you know, get away from it all, go over there, enjoy my life, and, you know, get constant revenue for doing absolutely fuck all for 2 years, you know?
I appreciate
That's how I'm doing it.
I appreciate you for honestly answering the first ever question in your life, Prime Minister. Thank you. As Keir Starmer, would you have been happy to do national service in this form if you were turning 18 over the next 5 years?
No, absolutely not. My family worked very hard for me to be able to go to university. My father was a tool maker, and my mother was in the NHS, and I doubt that I would have had the start in life that I had that let me become, you know, the leader of the Crown Prosecution Service, and then become best friends with Jeremy Corbyn, and then kill him to death. I wouldn't have been able to achieve any of those things if I'd had those pivotal years stripped away from me in doing national service. So no, it's not something that I would ever seek to bring onto young people in this country.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your answer. Ian, would you have done national service if you were turning 18 over the next few years?
Oh?
The military chef, Ian Lane.
Let me tell you something. There's one thing that's holding back all of the kids, the children, who I will turn into children. There's one thing that's holding them back at this point, and it's mental health. It's not a thing. Everyone's like, mental health this, mental health that. Try talking about mental health when there's a gun in your fucking face. Tell me. I thought about this when I was a kid, and then someone stuck a gun in my face, and
Holy shit. Okay, well, thanks for that
His
answer.
mother should not have let him play with guns as a child. You can see what it's led to.
Well, good job I'm getting away from all that when I go to America.
Okay.
You can see I had my first baby at 17, so I was already giving out free childcare. So I see no need to need this conscription. You can see my beloved there, making us all proud.
Well, thank you for your service, Kath. So I take that to mean that you wouldn't have done national service if you yourself were required to.
Well, I think I already was.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that answers your question. Laura, you actually will be. I mean, you're a teenager.
Sorry, no. Sorry, I've got subscriber only mode on.
Okay, well, thank you for your time anyway. Good luck with the rest of your match. And finally, Jono, would you have done national service?
If I could, yeah.
Okay.
Because how sick would it be to be stood there, military side mainly, with a big gun full of big, muscular men. Yeah.
No, absolutely. So if they changed it to so everyone and not just 18-year-olds, would you be happy with that?
Will they be muscular?
Some of them probably.
When you say some,
Yeah.
but you mean most?
I suspect after a while, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Bullshit.
Okay, thanks very much. I feel like we got a lot of answers out of that. As someone pointed out in the chat, if I can find where the actual thing was. Biggest flaw here is that the politicians are actually answering the question instead of sticking to their pre-planned talking points. So appreciate that very much. Okay, points-wise, I think I'm going to... I really like Jono's Boomer. I think I'm going to give Katie's team the points for that, but I also really enjoy Laura just playing Fortnite. I don't know if it was a video where you're actually playing Fortnite, but either way...
It's a fucking video, like I'm going to play Fortnite. What am I? 12?
You might have done, I don't know.
Hey, but I convinced you with my acting.
You did. It was very convincing. Also, I do not know how Fortnite works. I did think you were doing quite well. Yeah. So I'm gonna give.
Jonny, that's genuinely 5 times more Fortnite than I've ever watched.
Amazing. I think everyone is frozen. I assume that's my Zoom and not. Oh yeah, that's fun. So I am the only animate one. This is going to be fun. Hopefully, I can fix that before before the final round. May need to. Oh, there we are. We're gone. Cool. Zoom just crashed. There we are. I'm back.
No.
There we are. Is everyone going to move? Hey, I am the host now. Thanks, Sue.
Stuart sideways now.
Oh wait, hold on. I can fix that.
Stuart sideways.
Oh, is that you?
We're back.
Cool.
We're back on.
Still have very low signal, so I'm just gonna have to rush through.
There we go.
There we
Spun
are.
world.
Can you hear me all right?
I'm now Keir Starmer. Suddenly feel very, very obtuse.
Oh no, I've become really cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's a wonderful freeze frame to have.
Johnny's just rebelled.
Right.
There's a little.
I need to move everyone to the right spot.
Off.
There we are.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'd love to be a Fortnite streamer just looking into the distance.
You want one of those 1,000-yard stairs.
Night streamer. Streamer. Nothing but a streamer.
That fake gunshot gave me a real headache.
I've no idea if we're still going through on Twitch. Please let me know in the comments if you can actually still hear us.
Good question.
So,
Yeah.
I think everything's reset now. Yeah, I think
Cool,
everything's
okay,
back to
good.
normal.
Yeah, it's a bit lagging my end, but I'm hearing everyone fine. So once I put everyone back in the right place.
Laura is a parent now.
Laura is a parent. Congratulations.
Oh no, I'm the Fortnite streamer. Oh Christ.
Oh, Stuart's me now. Oh, what's going on? Everything's wrong.
Perfect.
Everything's wrong.
All according to plan. I just need to be a bit bolder about my dress wearing.
Oh, can we just leave Rishi Sunak
Baldur's
there
Gate.
as bloody null combo? Oh.
that is disgusting. Katie and Jono are keeping still enough that I can't tell. Okay, no, yeah, you are actually moving. I can tell if my Zoom is just like frozen on you two specifically.
Do I get extra points, by the way, for finding a Fortnite video more than 10 minutes long, which doesn't go back to the
to be honest, I would not have.
screen.
I would not have known if it had looped.
No, nor me, but it was hard to find in the 20 minutes I had for that particular joke.
Amazing. I mean, you say 20 minutes. I did send that round on Friday.
Yeah, but I only thought about it today.
No, that is entirely valid.
Do I get extra points for staying off camera for a few minutes? Is that all?
Please-
no.
please
But
leave
you will
all
get
of
extra
this
points
in
because
on
I
the-
want to win my bet with myself.
There we go. Please leave
we'll
all
do
of
that
this
at the
in the YouTube highlights, Johnny, please.
if I remember by the time we get to fucking oh no, it's going to be like 2025 before we get onto this probably. Right, okay, we're all back. We should probably finish the show before my internet goes completely. So at the end of that round, Katie's team on 15 points and Laura's team on 10. So still everything to play for in the final round, which is things that would be funny if they happened but they didn't. But let's pretend anyway, life is short. We're going to have 3 topics. The guests are going to be riffing on them, and at the end, Laura's team are just going to win 150 points. Sound good? Cool. Right.
Got a good feeling about this.
If I can find the right thing. There we are. Okay, the first topic is things you wouldn't see at a pride parade.
The proud clod from Final Fantasy VII.
A disappointed Claude from Final Fantasy VII.
Gammon Clod?
And here you can see Lust and Gluttony and Envy. They're getting their own thing soon.
I've heard Peter won't be attending.
You wouldn't see muted pastels.
Kath, behind you, is that what Australian Pride looks like?
Actually, no, there's a massive parade. If you look it up, Mardi Gras in Sydney, it's massive. There's floats, like government officials, police, people attend it, and a lot of people
attend it.
It's a big thing.
The best thing you
That's a
say
great
about it is
tagline. That's a great tagline. Come to the parade.
People attend it.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal, and there's a lot of skin. There's a lot of visible kink.
Hell yeah.
I would like to
Making use
suggest...
of the heat, I love it. It rains at Nottingham Pride every year.
There you go. Things you wouldn't see at a pride parade. Australian government officials.
Lemmy from Motorhead.
I mean, yeah.
Mainly because he's dead.
Yeah.
but, like,
It is hard to attend.
Do it yourself homes with lesbians and patrons.
The stream does appear to have stopped.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
no.
having some...
Yeah. I seem
technical
to have stopped again. Oh no. Are we back?
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
no.
It's bounced. It's bounced.
Are we back? Cool.
You must do your joke again when
Yeah.
you get back on.
Yeah, I'm back now,
Yeah.
but it did come out during
Hey,
yours,
everyone,
Kath.
you just missed the best joke.
Things you wouldn't see at a pride parade. Symmetrical broadband.
I wish.
So Francis Drake.
All right, everyone on my team, let's cheat and just put it in the comments, or put it in the stream chat.
Put it in the stream chat. Yeah. We'll do the rest. We'll do the rest just like text space only. That's fine.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't bother to log in. I just look at the chat.
I am logged in, but I don't use my actual name, so you're gonna have to figure out which one I am.
I think I know who you are.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
Lord Tolerable, aren't you? Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing some movement now.
Yeah,
so...
I think we're back. Any more for that one?
Mr. Polanski, what are these?
I think I was at we invented the Weekend Festival, and they had a do-it-yourself home stand the other week.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I tried, but with lesbians coming as patrons. You know,
Maiden Special
the
just said I am
Aztec
Stuart now,
god.
so there you are.
things you wouldn't see at Pride. The Aztec god Quetzalcoatl.
Things you wouldn't see at Pride, the Aztec Zone and the Crystal Maze.
You wouldn't see at Pride, Richard O'Brien.
Things you wouldn't see at Pride, the 90s rock band Aztec Camera.
Going back to the 90s again.
You shouldn't get Pride, a corporate United Utilities Pride flag.
Bold as actually.
No, that will be there.
Hang on, gang. Like Johnny's connection is failing, and we're only on page 1.
Right, yeah.
A Tory party stand.
Richard Pryor's. Does anyone ever dress in an actual rainbow costume, like a horse?
Great people do.
Like,
Oh, pantomime pride.
Or
horse.
Zippy or
Oh,
George.
yeah, exactly. So the legs of Bungle, the stomach of George, the arms
no.
of Zippy, and the head of Jeffrey. Oh my God!
That's
Frankenbo.
2024 relevant comedy.
I need that.
Right. Any more for that one, or shall I try and move on to the next one and hope the stream doesn't collapse?
Top loader tribute act. Or top loader.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Unlikely things to see at a protest.
Top
The
loader.
Aztec god Quetzalcoatl.
Proud clod.
Just copy paste the
look.
same answers, fine, yeah.
Yeah.
He's really politically
Exactly,
inactive.
Well,
You
stop
know.
giving the same answers when you stop giving the same question.
Fair enough.
look.
Fair point.
Oh, look, over there. Progress.
Chance. I can see both sides.
One of those water cannons that Boris spent loads of money on many years ago.
A lunch break.
Yeah, we didn't. We couldn't get Boris Johnson's water cannons, but we got these super soakers.
Oh, I'd love that.
Think you wouldn't see a protest amateur test.
Looks like.
A bouncy castle.
Are you suggesting the protesters get paid? Because that's how that sounded.
Yeah. They get paid in wallops.
Free childcare.
Jono,
Hey, Charles can.
Jono, I just wanted to say, I don't know if you would say anything, but you are on mute, so I just hadn't heard you say anything for a while, so I didn't know if you weren't.
Oh yeah, I was. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You weren't just dying.
I said something and I thought that was a bit witty of me, and no one fucking acknowledged me.
Yeah.
No, I finished be honest.
I know you don't want to go fuck yourselves. Don't see me in a protest.
Yeah, basically, like Jono there was like everyone other than Frankie Boyle on Mock the Week.
So
During the pandemic.
I've just read Sweatshops, which is lovely, but and so it's somebody doing cocaine through King Louis from the Jungle Book.
Yeah,
You
go on,
want to see
Katie.
that?
Yes,
What?
is this the Daily Mirror? Yes, I think I saw Prince Louis laughing at the protesters.
I just thought you were going to say something, Katie, and sorry I gave you the opportunity to, but
It was related to the previous point of
it's gone
during
now.
the pandemic. I was once on a Zoom call, like a Zoom thing with Redmond for an hour, and I was muted, and I just thought all of the comedians were men, and I just was like, oh, they're ignoring me. That's fine.
Oh no!
I was like, okay, because I've not heard from you, and I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
I
horrible.
didn't notice.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Unlikely
like
things to
never-
see. Oh, go on.
It's okay.
No, go on. No, you.
Well, I was just going to say I've never seen a conga line at a protest.
Have you ever tried to start one?
No.
That's
Be
a-
the change you want to see in the world. That's, unlikely things to see at a protest. Demonstrable political change.
Oh!
Absolutely.
Right, I'm cancelled. See you later.
It's gone to join the Penguins.
It was either you or the Penguins, yeah.
Right, any more for that one?
If you don't like it, fuck off and move to Antarctica.
With the penguin.
Pick up a picket sign.
Fuck's sake. Okay, final one. Bad things to say on in an election debate.
To be honest, we have no plan.
Yes or no?
Hey, you think that was bad?
I actually think Liz Truss made a lot of good points.
These markets.
I have the same policy, but it's better because it's from me.
Have the same policy, but it's better because I can fart it through a tuba.
Bad things to say at an election debate. You've been on mute for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You're definitely not on mute now, Jono. Just FYI.
Okay, okay, so camera 2 on the incumbent candidate at this moment. Fucking hate him.
I'm sorry, can I find a friend?
So, can the next question is from the guy in the audience there with the weird haircut and the square moustache.
Gotta say, I don't want to win this. I just want pity points.
Is that you speaking, or as part of this round?
I pledge that I will make optimum and radical and effective changes to really make this country, West Russia, the best it can be.
I'm currently only an election Deeb 7. Can I still take part?
I have one question for the Prime Minister. Who had the #1 hit in November 1996?
Don't start.
I'll leave the stream, I suppose.
Oh, dear. You actually make a really excellent point.
Well, I think everyone's leaving here happy tonight.
If you want full access to the policies, get the battle pass.
Can we change this to an arm wrestle?
Now over to our correspondent, Mr. Strawman.
Now over to our correspondent, Mr. Blobby.
Now over to our correspondent, Robson Jerome, with their hits What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, which was #1 in November 1996.
And now my deputy, Zach Avalance.
Oh.
You're getting sleepy.
Oh, my breasts are bigger.
That was the plan, Mr. Starmer. It's going to be good appeal.
Hang on, I'm just trying to remember callbacks from the other 30% of the show.
Mr. Speaker, my mum says that you're actually being very mean to me.
Mr. Speaker, should we take this outside?
It'll be an absolute pleasure for me to serve the constituency of West Yorkshire.
It's great to be in, Bolton world famous markets in Bury.
And now over to our correspondent, Phil E. Buster. You've got 10 seconds.
Yes, me, Rishi Sunak. If I could just take the question from, the Conservative councillor in high-vis jacket, so that would be great.
We're just going to more compelling television on another station now.
It is an absolute delight to be appointed as the candidate for I officially resign my position as for clan. For fuck's sake!
And now it's time for the mid-round milkshakes.
Farage takes his mask off, and it was Jeremy Corbyn the whole time.
Sophia Welsh.
Okay, any more for that before we get to the final scores?
Why are we here? Why is any of us here? We're just here to suffer, aren't we?
That reminds me of Newton's third law of gravity.
I thought you said Putin's, not Newton's.
Oh no.
I didn't know if Putin had made any advancements.
That's way too political.
Yeah, Putin's third law of gravity.
Yeah.
About gravity.
That's the that's version of it they have in the Supreme Court. Yeah, that's topical.
Oh, okay.
We're done.
My
the milkshake round.
my stream is starting to lag again. I don't know if you can actually hear me, but I might have to do it so close.
We can hear you.
We hear? Cool, okay.
We can hear you.
Cool, okay, can hear me, just I couldn't see
Just
anyone
announced me
moving.
one already.
Okay, yeah, I think we're going to end it there before I just get kicked off the internet entirely. But first, yeah, thanks everyone for taking part in the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Andrew for the what I call additional research, but what is just sending me news links that I probably missed in Discord when I come over to look them up. So I appreciate it a lot. Again, if you have enjoyed the show and would like to support us, we'd really appreciate it if you throw us some money, either here on Twitch or via our PayPal or Patreon. That would be very helpful indeed. And if you can't do that but would like to keep up with the other things we're doing, you can see all of our social media things here. So do follow us on all of them, or as many of them as you are on. You don't need to create an account just for us. We're not that worth it. But I can now reveal that at the end of that show, Katie's team won 24 points, but a historic win. Laura's team have actually broken the points cap, and it's all corrupted. You've got it's far too many points. I've no idea how. This is. I think.
I knew it.
Just tell us the total.
Congratulations.
7. I'm fine.
You've got. There's a lot of nines there. I don't even know how you read that number. That's so impressive. You actually had 21 points, but you had so many more points. So
Isn't it fitting that we end this with essentially a rigged vote?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, but no, Johnny's calculator should have a massive E showing on the.
It should have done. I didn't think. I didn't think of that. Or I could have just put movies. That would have been fun as well.
No, Ian. Johnny doesn't have a massive E yet. They're still waiting on their gender clinic appointment.
The E stands for estrogen.
Can you come to all my gigs, Stuart, and do it like the Beastie Boys right at the end?
Yeah.
Oh no, 90s music reference.
Oh no.
Get me in.
Oh, no.
I'll happily do that.
For the sake of anyone who wants to know the actual points, Katie's team won 24 points and Laura's team won 21. So Katie's team do win, but it was very close. But I'm just not going to tell the commission that, and hopefully they just pay out the bet anyway. It's weird they accepted a bet on this very niche show, but appreciate it. Right, thanks everyone for watching. We are back here in less than a month's time. We're doing our election special on the 3rd of July. I want to say that's just coordinated to not clash with Stuart's show, but it's mostly because I plan on getting horrendously drunk on the 4th of July to the point that I will not be able to speak on stream. So we're going to do it on the 3rd of July. We've got some people at that. I've not got to hand who, but it'll be fun.
Keir Starmer.
We've not. Well, we will probably have Keir Starmer on.
Oh God, I'm on that.
Final debate.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laura's on that. Some other people. Maxine Wade's on it. Bobby Jones is on it.
Oh, she's great.
There's other people who are on it. Stuart, are you on it, Stuart?
Katie, thanks for not saying that when I said I was on it.
I believe I am on it, which is why I was confused you asked me to do this one.
Everyone's wonderful.
That's a good way to end it, I think.
God bless us, everyone.
Right, I'm going to find out.
Watch our streams.
Do you know what? It's actually a lot of the same people again. So, so of this stream, Laura, JONO, and Stuart are all back on it. And then we've also
Same
got...
time next week, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we've also got Mabel Slattery, Bobby Jones, and Maxine Wade. So
Awesome.
that should be a lot of fun.
Good lineup, good lineup.
And that is on the 3rd of July, so join us here for that. If you're not free to watch it live, it will be archived on our YouTube channel as well, which you can find in the links section earlier. But yeah, that's the end of the show. I'm going to leave now before my internet completely craps out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Ah.